Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL opening day finale action here going on tonight. Hope you guys are ready for this one. We got 3 games on tap here tonight. First, we got to take a look at what the matchups actually are. So we've got Vegas. Actually, before we continue on there, we've got to look at the game recaps here for the 26th. So every game here on the 26th is done. We did all this through live stream, and you guys were here for every part of it. So kudos to you guys. Hats off to you for sticking around through some highs and some lows from technical difficulties on the second stream. But you guys were all in on the extravaganza. We had that over the weekend. So you guys are the true MVPs of the league, man. So here we are. We're on the 27th. We've got the Nuggets, Cardinals, Reapers, and Sun Sox who are gracing the covers of today's thumbnail. We got Mookie Betts. You got Vladdy Guerrero Jr. up there. So we'll get to see that one. And then the Mighty Beavers and the Moonshots. That will be the last game that we show. I'm actually going to do it by chronological order this time with the times, the start times, just because, you know, we're going to have some other games that are simulated, and, you know, I don't want to get all of these other game results in while we're watching the other game, if that makes sense. Either way, let's get started. We got Reapers and Sun Sox first. And just as a little preview for everyone of what these rosters look like, we got Zach Wheeler, Kevin Gossman on the mound here today. And honestly, for Gossman, I am going to change his glove color. I don't want to look at a blue glove the whole time. I mean, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna go neon green the whole way through. We're gonna do neon green. Gossman, let's do it, and we'll do a little bit of. No, that's a little crazy. Neon green. We'll do the binding as orange, right? And the welting orange. Perfect. Now he's a Sun Sox. Officially, he's a Sun Sox guy. So yeah. Anyway, well, just a little touch up. All right, lineups. And again, for the Pick'em Challenge, the Channel Points contest, all of that is done. So we're not picking winners of the matchups to get channel points. If you guys want channel points here tonight, you'll stick around in the stream. There will be opportunities to win some. We'll do some in-game props. You know, how many strikeouts is Gossman going to get? You know, something like that. Is there going to be runs scored this inning? You guys from the chat, what I'm already seeing here, Weeks is in here, TCG, Strohs, Mena is in here, Cameron Taylor. Like, you guys have, you're the vets. You already know what's going on. But here's the lineup for the Sun Sox. Honestly, a pretty stacked lineup, to say the least. You got Baza, JT Realmuto, McMahon, Christian Yelich, Vladdy, Trey Turner. It's a very good lineup. I don't know if on the other side here the Reapers really have a chance. Me personally, I think that this team is one of the better teams in the GGBL. We also got Edwin Diaz to back. What am I trying to say? The back end of the bullpen, but I guess I was trying to go with to try to back end some bookends. I don't know. This might be a struggle here tonight, but we will find out, won't we? We'll find out. All right, let's take a look at the lineups. You got Duran, Betts, Manzardo. This is where it gets a little goofy because I do like the Duran, Betts, Westberg, Mydroth, Bart. I do like Ketchum mixed in here too, but I don't know about this 3-4-7. I don't know. They do have some speed. They got some athleticism on the team. It could honestly go either way. I just do kind of like the Sun Sox a little bit more. Now, pitching staff, we've got Zach Wheeler, Savage, Will Warren, Leahy, Miller. It's a pretty decent pitching staff. We've also got Josh Hader towards the back end. They got Pyomps, Hunter Gaddis. It's a pretty good bullpen. I think this is probably the strength for Iowa is their bullpen and a little bit of the starting pitching because I do like Wheeler and Savage there. They got Wheeler like really late. So that's obviously a pretty good team. So yeah, this one we're going to start with here tonight. We got Gossman and Wheeler. Let's get right into it. Yes, all of the games will be simmed. And we're going to turn quick counts on. I will be right back. I'm actually solo dad right now, and one of my daughters is actually awake here right behind me. So I'm going to I'm gonna get this thing started up and be right back. This is the life of parenthood. You guys will get there one day if you're not already. You know, I had a feeling that some runs were going to score while I was MIA. There you go. There you go. All right. What are you guys saying here in the chat? I got to catch up here. Lewis is in here. Sun Sox are a unit. Man, you guys are chatty tonight. Look at that. Orlando's going to destroy them. How's everyone doing today? Good, good, good. How about you? Definitely Sun Sox. I got Iowa. No, no. Sorry about the commentary, Ghost Rose. Some things can't wait when you're a parent. You got to go, go, go. Some things cannot wait. Oh, shoot. Ghost Rose is feeling it. Uh-oh.
No, inside.
Oh, man. Well, at least, you know what? I feel bad, Ghost Rose, but you know what? You got the GGBL. You got the GGBL, man. You are loved here. Okay? You are loved here. Hey, I will tell you something. I don't know how old you are, okay? So don't, if you're a little older, I don't mean this to sound condescending at all. But when they tell you that, you know, there will be another one, there will. That there are many fish in the sea, there are. It's a big planet. You know, you can get, you know, as long as you look at it more of like a, it's tough because you get your emotions involved, you know. And you start thinking like, no, man, she was, you know, she was it. That was the one. It's like, no. It's just time and place. It's just time and place. That's all it is. All right. Zach Wheeler, 1-2 count. Vladdy gets into one. Here's Duran giving chase, but not deep enough. I'm assuming Mookie Betts got up to bat. I would think that he's in the 3-hole at least. He might have scored the run, actually, because Cody Clemens, I think, was batting in the cleanup, right?
Yeah.
Ghost Throw says, I predict a Vladdy bomb. I think that's a pretty good bet. I would like to think so. It just depends on how far Zach Wheeler's going to go in this game. He's got that 1-0 lead. He could pretty much dominate. He was 2-hole. Gotcha. Icon, Rashad is in the house. Welcome back, my friend. You're always showing up. You're always showing up, Rashad. I love it. I love it. Rashad, please, are you still like, and forgive me that I'm asking this, I should know this, but are you still, yeah, it just sounds bad. It just sounds bad. Like I'm not checking in my people. I'm so slammed, man. I'm so slammed with other stuff. Like I got GGBL, I got other like, you know what I mean? But I guess I'm just gonna come out and say it. Rashad, drop your channel. Drop your channel. Are you still making content? Or like, are you going live? Are you doing streams? Or like what? What's the scoop? Because I know you got not ECG, God.
Oh, that's outside.
ESG. John Week says it's been 6 months for me and not completely. Yeah, it took 3 months. Hey, man. Johnny, closer to Christ. Let's go. Yes. Dubs. Dubs for Johnny. Let's go. Let's leave it. Let's pound some hearts right there. Yes. Yes. You know what? You know what I love? You know what I love, John? That you mentioned that? Unafraid. Unafraid to mention that to the masses. I love it. I love it. I don't, you know, go out there and completely promote, and maybe I should, but you try to draw that line between business and that stuff too, but yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't be too afraid of it. We got a double play ball up here, potentially. No, sir. Jacob Young. Hard hit ground ball, but hey, we got Marcus Simeon. He kind of looks good in that green. I don't know. He looks like he fits to be a Sun Sock. I got to tell you. All right, first custom appearance here for Bartholomew Ketchum. Look at this dude. Isn't this guy a beast? How about we do a little in-game prediction? Huh? How about we do a little in-game prediction? What do we got? I am going to ask you guys here. I'm going to ask you guys. Bartholomew Ketchum, base hit. That's it. Just a base hit. Is he going to get one tonight? I got 50 channel points on the line for getting this one right. That's it. Just a base hit. Is he going to at least get one hit in his debut game here tonight? Now, you don't have to get like, you know, I think it's cool that you guys add the little flair, you know. He gets a hit in the next at bat, or he ropes one down the right field line, you know what I mean? That's cool and all, but, you know, don't necessarily need it. But 50 points for a base hit. All right. He could get it here, he could get it later, but either way, you don't lose any points. Let's see if he does it. Nope, not here. He does strike out. But the manager says, and I can't really tell who the manager is. Who do they replace? Who did they replace? League info. Oh, Vladdy's there with the line drive. Nice. The Royals. Okay. Okay. They replaced the Royals manager. Who I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on who that is right now. I haven't paid attention to Royals baseball in a long time. So Wheeler still holding on to that 1-0 lead. They had a chance, did Orlando. They did not come through. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Homer to left, maybe about anything. Okay, okay. That was the pitch. It was. Yes, it was. It was right down the middle. Rashad says, I have my channel here on YouTube, ESGNet. I'm playing Houston Astros on that channel, recording some stuff now. Gotcha. Yep. Well, hey, man, drop a link. Feel free. Drop a link. You've been a longtime supporter of the channel, and, you know, I got no problems with that. I got no problems with that. Long-time supporter. Man, I don't even... How long has it been? How long has it been? 6 years? Maybe? I mean, I've been doing this for 8 years. Ooh, Lewis says, Jesus saves. Yes, he does. It makes me 10 times happier knowing... Oh, Johnny. Johnny Weeks... Yeah, I guess, I mean, it kind of, it's one of those deals where I've kind of let it out. Maybe sneakily is not the right word, but I've kind of let it slow dripped out, you know, over time. It's not something that I'm totally like. Do you guys know who the faithful sheriff is? Have you seen this guy? Please tell me that you know who I'm talking about. Everybody knows who the burnt peanut is, right? Everybody? I'm sure that maybe you guys are just so sports centric, like you don't even watch like first person shooter stuff at all, or like Fortnite. I don't know, but somebody out there's got to know who this faithful sheriff guy is. John Week says, I've been on a super mega baseball grind. I can't get into that game. Carter says yes. He knows who he is. Oh my god. Okay, well, you're gonna have to look him up because it's too much to explain. Oh, Ghost Rose, you're homeschooled. Okay. I mean, that's what we're doing for my kids. That's what we're doing for my kids. Doing the homeschool action. My cousins were actually homeschooled, and I mean, they turned out pretty nice. It's such a, people have such a stipulation, or a stigma. Stigma is the better word. They've got such a stigma with homeschoolers. They're like, oh, you're just awkward homeschooler. It's like, my cousins were not awkward at all. Like, I mean, they got jobs. They're socially active. You know what I mean? So, homeschool gains is TCG. CC, she says, vaguely, I've seen the burnt peanut. I've seen a little bit about him. Okay. Yeah. Well, check out the Faithful Sheriff, okay? That's the type of streamer or the type of creator that I don't want to be. How about that? Okay? So I'll just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, back to the game here. So we got top of the third situation. Manzardo gets a double. Gossman with the green glove. I don't know. He's getting some strikeouts. Looks like Clemens is another RBI situation here. The 1-2 fouled off. Now, keep in mind, Season 1, I think I'm going to stick with the same slider set, but I am going to keep an eye out on... statistics and gameplay and the uploads and all that stuff, like how these 3, 4, 5 starters are pitching, because all these aces, man, they're getting like 9Ks a stream and all that. Like, we don't want to watch that every single time that we're streaming. Like, we need a little bit of motion. We need some offense here. Hey, here we go. Yelich is going to play this one on the one hop, but that's going to score the runner. Manzardo scores. Westberg with an RBI single. The Reapers up 2-0. That's a very, very good swing. Nice extension. All the swings are the same in the show, it seems like, at least. Meanwhile, in Fantasyland, I have 4 home runs today. Pete Alonso, solo shot. Acuna, solo shot. Jackson Merrill, 2-run homer. Okamoto, 2-run homer. Let's go, baby. Oh, nice play. Marcus Semien. That is 2 plays that almost looked identical. Marcus Semien, another great defensive play. Freddie Peralta did not qualify for the win. Mackenzie Gore was a beautiful stream. Beautiful stream. Troy Melton, beautiful stream. Let's go, baby. Yes. We're looking good right now. We are looking good. Gonsu, says John Weeks. Oh my gosh. Gonsu. Motion, he says. We need some motion. We need motion on the base paths. That's all I meant. Oh, a little foul tip in the glove. Nice. Icon Rashad says, I've been here since Reds franchise and Big 12 team builder. Yeah, man. That's 8 years. That was 2018. Reds was 2018 franchise. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know what it is about MLB The Show franchises right now. Like the Twins series, the Rockies series on the main channel. I don't know, man. I'm almost like lying to myself. I'm like, I'm interested in this. I'm interested. I'm going to keep posting content. I'm going to keep it, but I don't. I don't know, man. I think I'm bored. I honestly had an epiphany last night. I was laying in bed and I'm talking to ChatGPT. Do you guys ever do that? Do you talk to ChatGPT? Am I the only one who has mini therapy sessions with ChatGPT? Am I talking to? I might be talking to a demon. I might be talking to a demon. But no, in all seriousness, I usually like talk about strategy and stuff like that with ChatGPT, and I'm like, do like other creators feel the same way? Do they say things on like Reddit posts? Am I the only one here feeling it? But Anyway, like, what are your sources? Cite your sources. Lewis says, no, I talk to ChatGPT all the time. You're not alone, says Meta. Oh my gosh. Literally, that's what I was telling you. I was like, I feel like I'm burnt out on franchise. I do. I feel like I'm burnt out on franchise content.
Oh, that's out.
I'm just going to say it. Newsflash. Woo, woo, woo. GoldGlover 9 is burnt out on franchise if you couldn't tell with the inconsistent uploads. I don't know, man. And the reason is, like, I love being able to, like, take over a team, find the diamond in the rough, manage it the best way possible. You know, I love that. I love that stuff. Love it. So it's not like I hate franchise. That's not the part that I'm bored about. It's just, it's more so like the repetition of it. It's always the same. It's always the same, right? You're a bad team. You scout a couple good players. They're your future. You invest in your future. You get better by signing some big free agents. You make a couple big trades here. You try to be realistic. Like, it's the same thing all the time. And I've been doing it for 8 years. You know, but the GGBL, it's a whole freaking league. You know, like I'm not just in charge of one team.
Nope, that's inside.
I kind of am with the Muskies, but I got a whole league to manage. I got a whole community to manage, and you guys are all into it too. Like, you guys are invested into it too. And I just think it's more fun. I don't know. I just think having an entire league to run with. I guess it's a power trip. I like the power. Bart strikes out again. He's had a couple good pitches to hit, but has not come up with a knock yet. Did anybody say no? I don't think anybody said no in the chat. That he wasn't going to get a hit. Menace says, that's why GGBL has me in a chokehold. Ooh. That's hot. What? What? Oh, hey! This could be the solo shot, maybe? No. Same depth. Same depth. It's really fun to watch and be a part of it. Yep. Don't let it get to your head. What? Don't let what get to my head? The GGBL? Or, like, not wanting to do franchise? I'm having a tough time following it. I do the same, but on college football. I got you. Hold on. John Week says, 8-year-old me grinded GoldGlover 9 on my ults. Oh my gosh. Went back to that series about a month ago to check it out. Well, I appreciate the love there. I was 8, says Lewis. Oh my gosh. See, that's actually what's insane to me, is that a lot of you guys were so young when I first started this. And to me, it feels like a lifetime ago. It's honestly just become something that I just do. Like, these little projects that I have. Like, I want to create 30 teams in MLB The Show. And I'm going to pay $400 to make it happen. Actually, it was more. Like, if you want the honest truth. Little ground ball here to Betts. Oh, great play. The nice stop. They're going to get McMahon by a couple steps. Beautiful. Beautiful defensive play there by Mookie Betts. Anyway. I don't mention any of that to, you know, obviously. Sorry, I'm Looking at the fantasy matchup here. I don't mention any of that stuff just to like beat a dead horse. I've been on that for a little while on the main channel, but I guess the whole point of it is that the difference between, you know, just normal franchise content and this, the GGBL, I don't know, man. It's a whole different, it's a whole world, you know. Like for franchise stuff, you can get so caught up in one team, one journey, and for a lot of people, I mean, myself included, I can only imagine how a viewer would feel if it's the same formula all the time. You know, there's nothing new. There's nothing new about it. But in a league where you're covering every single team, you're covering custom players, you're covering real life players that are playing MVP levels, you know, it's always different. You're not just one team, you're 30, right? Gossman's got 6 strikeouts. This is a beautiful stadium. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's got Orlando looking nice. Icon says, a series I do miss is the series that is not to be talked about and should never be talked about. But you're talking about it right now. I do go back and watch that series. Love them teams and league of that series. Rashad, because I trust you, I trust your judgment. There are some people though that will say that just to kind of get a rise out of me, but I trust you. I know you're honestly speaking from the heart, and I know you. So like, what I gotta know. And tell me if you know. Because some people you ask this question to, and they're like, I don't know. I don't really know why I like that series so much. I don't know. It was just cool. It's like, no, man, I want something deeper than that. I want something deeper than that. So I'd love to know. What was it about that series that drew you in the most? Because for a lot of people, they'll say the same thing. It was their favorite series. I mean, it was huge. It had over 500,000 views. I think it's got 600,000 views on that video right now. So I'm just curious what it was about that series that got you hooked. TCG says, weird to think that no one in this chat was here when I started watching GGBL. Yeah. Yeah. That is true. I think Mena might have been. That's a tough call. I think Mena came after, actually, TCG. Weeks was, he was kind of in and out a little bit. I remember that. Amazing Squirrel, welcome back. Did I miss all the opportunities to bet? Yep. So, no, you can actually you can bet right now. It's not really a bet, but so the question was, Amazing Squirrel, if you wanted to get in on this. So you're in the 5th inning right now. The question was, is the custom player for Iowa, the catcher, Bartholomew Ketchum? It's a perfect name for a catcher. Is he going to get a base hit or not? Is he going to get his first professional hit in this game? Yes or no? He still hasn't gotten a hit yet, so you're still like in the clear to make a prediction. How about we open this up now for this one too, since we've already asked. I didn't remember that Baza was on this roster. So how about we ask this question? We got Bart Ketchum for Iowa. He's still hitless. Baza Beasley is still hitless. Here's another Channel Points question for you guys. Is Baza Beasley going to get a base hit in his GGBL debut? 50 Channel Points on the line. You guys can make a prediction for both of those propositions. A lot of you have already made the one for Bart Ketchum. I already have those in the chat, so you don't need to do that one again. But if you guys are new to the chat here, both guys are hitless, so you can go ahead and make a prediction here if you want. So it's not a who is going to get the first one. It's just, are they going to get a hit or not? There's separate bets. Is Ketchum going to get one? Is Baza going to get one? 50 channel points. A little pop-up here in fair territory. That's Lawrence Butler. He'll make the grab, and Baza is still over. Weeks says, it wasn't my favorite series. That goes to the Mountain West. Ooh, Mountain West. Like NCAA 14's Mountain West, or the Pac-12 in college football 25. Which one are we talking? Extremeness. That sounds vague, but you just gotta understand. Baza will not get a hit. No. For me, it was the different teams in markets that wasn't classic NBA. Yep, logos and uniforms. Okay, all right. So we're mostly talking logos and uniforms. Logos, uniforms, and location. Gotcha. Sun Sox getting no-no'd. Yeah. Of course, and I picked the Sun Sox. Go figure that. Icon says that series had great storytelling for me. Love a great story about the team and players that joined the league. You know, that is one piece of my content that I feel like I really struggle in. My brother does a great job of that stuff, so I will give him like credit and kudos where that's deserved. He does a great job of that stuff. He was always telling me like, no, man, you need to dive into this. You need to dive into that. And I'm always looking at him like, no, man, like the viewers' attention spans are like goldfish now. Like you can't dive into stuff. You can't double click on stuff. Like they don't care about that stuff. That's gonna lead to drop offs. Nobody cares about that. But with you guys and this group, like this community, you guys aren't goldfish. Like you actually love the storytelling and the storylines and the deep stuff. And I feel like personally I've gotten really away from that. Really, really, really far away from that. A lot of my GG9 uploads have always been, kind of sticking to the 15-minute window. 15-minute window. And just get in and get out. Get in and get out. Quick hitting highlights, get in and get out, because that's what the people want. It's like, well, you take 4 days off between an upload, and you just did a little quick hitting 15-minute video. Like nobody remembers what happened in the last one because you didn't build a story. You didn't build a universe. GGBL, you can build a universe, right? I get this one a lot too. A lot of people loved the Alaska Huskies series. That's like, people say that was the most underrated series of the whole channel, was the Alaska Huskies NHL series. And why was that? Because it had a lot of storylines. You guys loved that stuff. So this is good. I'm learning from everybody. I'm learning from everybody here tonight. We're watching a good game, 2-0 here. Top 6. Gossman's already out of the ball game. Lawrence Butler better watch out. Ryan McMahon is barreling in. Let's see. Week says NCAA 14's Mountain West, because you and Little Bro both making Mountain West conference was so peak. Carter says you can't say that. Oh, he'll get a hit now. Oh yeah. Right. You can't say the no-nos. You can't do it. Week says I just love basketball more than any other sport. Amazing Swirl says we're not rotted. We can focus. That is true. You guys don't have the dreaded brain rot. You guys don't have that.
Ball, that's inside.
Glad you had a good time. Week says you can go back to the Mac. Storytelling was so good. Rashad says hockey series on the main channels got me wanting to play hockey games again. My favorite hockey games back in the day was NHL '95. Got me thinking about recreating Kansas City Scouts. Yeah, the Scouts are actually kind of cool. Not gonna lie. In the XHL, they were kind of cool. TCG says I might be slightly rotted, but I'm still here. All right, 2-2 pitch here. Marcus Semien. That is a looper going foul. Looper going foul here. 83 pitches. Very, very healthy pitch count here for Zach Wheeler in the 6th. Another foul here, spoiled by Semien, trying to look for that perfect pitch. He's got 8 pitches in this at-bat. Doing the math there, Wheeler started this one at 78. That was a really good pitch count. Really good pitch count for the 6th inning. If you're trying to make some history, that's where you wanted to be, but Simeon's making him really work for it right now. The 2-2. That's a ground ball right over to Cody Clemens. He's got this one, and a couple of steps away from the bag was Semien, and he's thrown out. Luis Robert Jr. steps to the dish in the 9-hole. That red and green is not mixing there, Luis. It's a nasty sweeper from Wheeler. See if he's going to whip that out again here. 1-2. He does, but a foul ball. This is what I get for picking Orlando. 1-2. Doesn't. Swing at the sinker. Doesn't offer. See if he dials up here on the 2-2. Looks like maybe a changeup. That is a four-seamer, and Mookie Betts is there yet again. He probably could have gotten away with the little jump there, but it's okay. It's okay. Can never be too sure. The 2-1, ground ball. Fair ball. They're going to say it was a fair ball, and honestly, we got to look at it. We got to look at it. I mean, it is CPU, so I don't think that they got it wrong, but I'm sure they'll show the replay here. Let's see. No? They're not going to do it? Nope. Let's take a look here. That is crazy. That is crazy. Little inside-out swing. And yes, it is a fair ball. It's a fair ball. It hit fair, and it bounced over the bag. So, it is a fair ball. Yep. Now, I mean, wow, no. This ump called it way too early. You got to wait till it gets over the bag. Like, as soon as it hit in fair territory, he called it fair. So it is actually a bounding ball. That's what they call it in the rule book. It's a bounding ball. So the fact that it hit fair doesn't mean that it is fair, because it could have bounced fair here and then went foul over here, and then therefore it would have been a foul ball. This dude calls it fair as soon as it makes contact with fair territory. That is not a fair ball. That's not a fair ball. You can't call it that early. You got to wait to see what happens here. But the fact that it went over the bag, even if it hits foul, it's still a fair ball because it went over the bag. The bag is fair territory. This is the imaginary line. The bag is fair territory. This way and obviously this way. So, yeah, he called it way too early. He got it right, but he called it way too early. Because if it just happened to have gone foul before going over the bag, like it didn't reach the base, it went foul, he would have had to keep his original ruling. So Wheeler gets stung by the baseball gods a little bit there, unfortunately. They said, we can't have no-nos. We're not allowed to have no-hitters in the GGBL. Squirrel says, next GGBL needs an Oakland team. I mean, honestly, guys, I'm not opposed to having, like, teams relocate. You know? If we have some really, like, underperforming franchises, I'm not opposed to moving a team away from their spot. And honestly, that's what, and I hate, like, I don't want to ever have this league come across as like it's just a money grab. Okay, the whole idea of like Patreon and the channel memberships and everything, like, you know, this does take a lot of work. And the logo is costed. It's not, costed is not a word. They cost a lot of money to get the logos done, to pay these in-game logo creators and whatnot. So if we're going to have, like, expansion teams, I say quote-unquote expansion teams, like relocated teams and stuff, like, obviously that would help, you know? So it's about, like, reinvesting back into the league. Right? So if you do a certain tier, right, you become a team ambassador, you can control the team in some sense. And then it gives back to the community in that way too, right? Custom players, you can control a team. We'll reinvest that back into the league, right? We can create more teams, right? We can create more teams. The unfortunate thing is I wish that I wish San Diego Studios would, like, come up with a way that allows you to do, like, an expansion, like, to add teams. Like, why can't we get to 32 teams? You know, why does it have to? Why are we dead set on 30 only? You know, but, like, if we wanted to, let's say Chicago continues to stink, right? The Chicago Breeze. If they continue to stink, which they did all of 21 and 23, they've been, like, one of the worst franchises in this format. But if they continue to stink and we're like, hey man, like, we just need to do away with the Breeze, just get rid of them. We would need to we could come up with, like, an Indiana team, like the Indiana 500s or something. You know, like, that's a team that's on my mind. Or maybe the Philadelphia Flight can come back, right? If a team in the NL East or the AL East struggles, maybe the Philadelphia Flight can come back. Or a team in Cali, team out in the west side of things, AL West, maybe Colorado, maybe the Coyotes suck. Like, we could replace them with Oakland, an Oakland team. I'm more than okay with that, but we just need to find a way to reinvest back in the league somehow, if we can. KJ Ferris's moot point, just wants to break up the no-hitter. I'm right, though, right, Kenny? Plus it hit chalk. Yeah, right. So all that was moot because it hit the chalk anyway. I'm trying to educate the youngins in the chat, just to explain why that was a fair ball. And it's not what the game would lead you to believe, right? That it hit fair territory, so therefore it is no. It's not always the case. That's how we lose the no-hitter, says John. You can't say the words no. You're right. You're right, Carter. You're right. Are the Sun Sox the thunder of the GGBL? Oh my god, that's so funny. Are they the thunder? The lightning and the thunder. Oh, Lewis is out. Got a soccer game in the morning. Got to go to bed. Yep. All right, man. See you. Thanks for joining in. Yes, and good luck, for sure. And good luck. Ooh, Johnny, I have a good idea. I think you might like my idea for Montgomery. Oh, shoot. You idiot. Oh, damn. Dang it. Dang it. Charleston, South Carolina, undeserved. If any city deserves expansion, it would be Oakland. Could we do that? Could we do what we did with Pittsburgh and Philadelphia? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you could make a commissioner ultimatum. You should add teams in other countries. That would get kind of crazy. Honestly, that might get a little crazy. Like, do one team in Europe and one team in Mexico or something. I mean, I'd entertain it. Oh my gosh, John, you read my mind. You read my mind. I think I'm gonna ask my brother. I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm gonna steal your. Yeah, I'm gonna steal your. I mean, it's already out now. It's already out now. I said Montgomery and you said Yellowhammers. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Because that's the other name for a curveball. A really nasty curveball is a yellowhammer. Or a hammer, right? No, it's a yellowhammer, right? Hold on. What's the baseball lingo here? Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Yellowhammer. Yeah, baseball lingo, yellowhammer is a slang for a sharp, hard-breaking curveball. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I would love that because I have a perfect logo design for that. I think that might be my favorite team if we went that route. That'd be so good. All right, so the day is done. I don't think that was Wheeler still out there, was it? No, it was, yeah. Zach Wheeler was still out there. Bottom of the 7th. Crazy. How many pitches did he? 117 on opening night. Crazy. Crazy. Matt Patton. Yo, is there an Iowa team? Yo, there's an Iowa team? Yes, sir. The Iowa Reapers. You know, Matt, if you're from Iowa, I think you probably get the reference of the Reapers. Maybe. I think anyone from Iowa would get it. Anyone from farm country should get this. Yellowhammer is so unbelievably tough. I think they might be my team. Like, once we're done with the Muskies, they might be my team. Could have a team called the Sliders and have a dude. For Pittsburgh, I didn't want to call them the Hammers again. I wanted to call them the Sliders, the Pittsburgh Sliders, because I think they're kind of famous for like slider sandwiches or something. I don't know. I had a logo design made up in ChatGPT. Like I sent it my drawing, and I'm like, can you put this to life? It should be like a sandwich, like a deli sandwich with a mean type disposition, mean face, and it gave me something that wasn't. It just didn't work. So I was like, well, we're gonna scrap this. This is gonna be the Pittsburgh Hammers again. John says, I only know because I rewatched the live from 2 years ago when y'all were on NCAA 14. Y'all played a game. Yep. The Montgomery Yellowhammers. Yep. I think that's gonna be they'll be the Alabama Yellowhammers. It's got a lot of L's in it. Sounds cool. Alabama Yellowhammers. Let's try to say it. Could put the Sliders in Hawaii. That'd be actually pretty sweet. I don't know. Food logos always feel too minor leaguey. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Food in general. Food mascots are a little minor leaguey, for sure. I like that idea though, Carter. Put the Sliders in Hawaii. Like, why not? That'd be kind of sweet. Dude, put the turtle on a surfboard. Put the turtle on a surfboard. Make them be the Sliders. I was trying to say the Tampa Sliders when we were relocating Philly to Orlando. I remember that. I think there was a push to move them. Yeah. A tough play here. Oh, beautiful. I love good defense. I got to tell you, I love good defense. Ryan McMahon with a web gem there. Ooh. Matt, that's that's a sweet reference. I didn't know that. The Iowa Air National Guard's 132nd Wing operates the General Atomics MQ-9 Reaper. Wow, that is a pull. That is a pull, my friend. But that is awesome. I didn't know that. The Reapers might get a rebrand at that point down the road. Maybe the purple wears off, and they're not the Reaper with a scythe. Like they're cutting up the wheat. What? New slogan just dropped. New slogan dropped for the Reapers. Cut up the wheat. What? Wheat cutters. Oh my god. I like the hammers for Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's pretty blue collar. The only tough part is if we do have the yellow hammers and then we have the Pittsburgh hammers when their logo is literally black and yellow. They're almost like a yellow hammer. That'd be tough. That'd be a tough one.
Nope, that's down.
That would be a tough one.
No, ball 4.
Make sure you guys are dropping a like. Every now and then I do want to mention that. It definitely helps with the stream and pushing it out to new people. We want to grow this community as much as we possibly can. The more people that know about it, the more fun it will become. Get more fans involved, get more team ambassadors in the mix. The more fun it will become. I feel like Matt asked the good old GPT why the Reaper. Oh, okay, all right, okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that's just part of Matt's background, Johnny. It's funny that you mentioned that because everything has turned into. Oh yeah, you didn't know that. ChatGPT knew that. Oh, we got a home run here. Let's see. Oh, it just went over. It just snuck over. Did you see it? It bounced off the top of the wall. Barely snuck over, but the Sun Sox have responded with a solo shot. I'm sure we'll get a replay here, but eventually. Yeah, TCG, we could relocate Pittsburgh if they move to Bama. Let's see here. I want the wall. I want the wall. Give me a replay of the wall. They're not going to give it to me, are they? Oh, you stupid game. You stupid game. We don't care about any of that stuff. We want to see this line drive. Literally the one spot that it had. Okay, physics. You have a ball that's moving at like what, 100 and something, 111, 117 miles an hour, and then it's just going to stop. Boink. Ooh. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Iowa Reapers, we cut the wheat. No. Hey, who cut the wheat? Reapers got to start hitting. I guess they do. Lock in Reaps. Watching from my grandparents' house in Texas. What's up, Shy Sox? It would be pretty crazy. Like, oh, it was a 2-run shot. I totally whiffed on that one, guys. It was a 2-run homer. Yeah, 2-run bomb. I totally missed on that. Totally missed on that. Tie ball game. So maybe we were on the right track here. Maybe we were on the right track. Sun Sox are going to get this dub. We'll see.
Ball, that's out.
See if we can get our first walk-off. Right? We're getting into that territory here. Oakland strength, baby. Iowa. Yep. You cut the wheat. Let's see. Reaper's got to start hitting. All right, is this the moment here? All right, guys, more channel points ready for y'all. Here we go. 50 points. 50 channel points up for grabs. Here we go. What is going to be the result? This one's going to be tough. This one will be tough. What is the result of this Vladdy Guerrero Jr. at-bat? You don't have to be, like, super specific. Like, oh, is it ground out? Oh, is it fly out? Will he be out? Will he reach base? Let me know. I think this is where he comes up clutch. What is his clutch, by the way? You've got Hunter Gaddis' 66 clutch versus 91 clutch for Vladdy. All right, here we go. Put those guesses in the chat. He makes contact. Okay. I don't know, man. 2-2. I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna avoid getting embarrassed here. 2-2. Which clutch is gonna win out? Dead centers is amazing scroll. Okay, all right. Dead center shot. Some of you guys said that Vladdy was going to hit a home run in this game. 2-2. That is a line drive. Butler's not going to get there. It's off the wall. That should score the game-leading run here. Yes, it will. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with an RBI double late in this ball game to give the Sun Sox the lead. Over the head of Lawrence Butler. And so for all of you guys that got that question right, you will get 50 channel points. Everybody that said he would reach base or get a hit, you guys get the points. Seven Sloths is in here. We got Ghostros. Everybody that said he would be an out. You guys were wrong. I should have trusted it. I said he was going to give him the lead. Dang it. I would have gotten the channel points. So Gaddis gets the strikeout here on McMahon, but the damage has been done. Vladdy, our cover athlete today. And now we lock in with Edwin Diaz. So I'm going to give you guys another shot here. Another chance at channel points. You ready? We've got 6, 7, and 8 coming up. Mydroth, Butler, and Young. And we got Edwin Diaz trying to close this thing down. I want to know, how many hitters will Edwin Diaz face? If he faces 3, say 3. If he faces 4, that would mean someone's going to get on base. But he'll lock down the save. I don't care if he blows the save. I don't care if he shuts it down. I just want to know, how many hitters is he going to face? Pay highway, Goldie. He made contact. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All right, 50 channel points here for getting the correct answer here. I'm going to say he's going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say that too. 1, 2, 3. A little tapper here. Let's see if Vladdy's going to get a little tag. A little friendly little nudge right there. Of course, big Vladdy's going to get that. Nice and easy. Ketchum better get a hit. Yeah, Ketchum and Baza. They don't have any hits. Diaz catches the corner there with a slider to strike. 1-2 here from Diaz to Butler. Got him looking. Sliders nasty. 2 up, 2 down. And now it's up to Jacob Young, the number 8 hole hitter. Next batter up would be Ketchum. So you guys that thought Ketchum, he's going to lay down a bunt. Okay, Jacob Young. I don't know what might be wrong with you. I don't know what you're thinking here. 1-2. Got him swinging. Ball game over. Sun Sox will get a come from behind victory. Great game all around for the Orlando Sun Sox Nation. And back to the drawing board here for the Iowa Reapers. They'll try to regroup in game number 2 of this series. So that's it for game number 1 here tonight, guys. So Ketchum and Baza Beasley, those were 2 separate channel points questions. They did not get hits, so nobody won that, unless, of course, someone said no, that they're not going to get hits. Then you were right. We had a lot of channel points questions in this one. Let's take a look. So Ketchum goes 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Baza Beasley 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And I do want to check on the pitching here real quick. We had 8 strikeouts for Wheeler. He almost threw a no-no. Went 6 2/3. He was pitching pretty darn good. And Gossman went 5 with 8 and no walks. How many walks did Wheeler have? 1. Yeah. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I want to see how those sliders play for like the 3, 4, 5 pitchers in gameplay. See if we need to make any adjustments next year. Okay. And obviously on Monday, I'm going to go back through all these videos and get you guys awarded your channel points when the next contest opens. But let's get into this one. We got Nuggets and Cardinals. We got Rangers, Suarez, and Emmett Sheehan. Nuggets and Cardinals. Here are the lineups. Crawford, Soto, Olsen, Reynolds, Carter, Heriberto Hernandez, Jeffers, Benny the Jet Rodriguez, custom player, Cabrian Hayes. Okay. Decent. Suarez, Cheltenham, Salsa. So they got 2 custom pitchers. They got Cade Cavalli, Cantillo. I love the fact that they are surrounded by a veteran pitcher like Suarez, because the rest of this rotation is extremely young. Right? 2 20-year-olds, Cheltenham and Salsa. Then you got Cantillo and Cavalli. Young up-and-coming staff. Bullpen seems like they got some established arms back here. Latz, Thompson, Trinan, Shelby Miller. It's a competent team. The Nuggets are competent, I feel like. Let's see what the Cardinals are working with here. Donovan, Tatis, Jr., Naylor, Canzone, Clement, Jacob Wilson, Causer, Caballero, and Fortes. That's honestly that's tough. That's got speed, that's got contact, they got power where they need it. I think I picked the Cardinals in this one to get the win. Yeah, I think I like the Cardinals' top 3 hitters. Donovan, Tatis Jr., and Naylor. Clement is fine. Wilson, Colton Causer. Yeah. Interesting. And then a young pitching staff with these guys too. Heel, McGill, not so young, but Messick, Mack, Sheehan. That's extremely young. Sheehan's 26. Bugsy's 20. 19. He should be 20, I think. No, 19. 19. That's right. And then you got Parker Messick, who's been awesome for Cleveland this year. And then the bullpen looks pretty nice too. Chapman, Stevenson, Vest, Lucchesi, Kelly, Minter, Sands. Yeah, it's. I feel like this game's gonna come down to pitching. Sheehan, I gotta change that glove color, man. I can't do it. I can't look at that. I can't look at that red on the blue, bro. I can't do it. Can't do it. You gotta go red. You gotta go red, my friend. Red is where it's at. You gotta match the Cardinals. Wearing teal gloves on a red jersey. No thanks. All right, guys, let's get into it. Cardinals and Nuggets. Not a matchup that I've seen even back in 23. So this one's interesting to me. This one's pretty cool. First time we get to see Slim Jim Stadium as well. It's a pretty cool stadium. Got a lot of red in it. Seems like it's perfect for Columbus. Dump here in the right-hand side. Right next to Slim Jim. Got all the Angel A's in there. And I don't know what the Gorilla's in there for. We got to think about maybe taking that out. I don't know. They got a splash zone in there too. It might be too cold for the splash zone out in Columbus, Ohio. But, hey, what can you do? Beggars can't be choosers, can we? All right. Oh, Freddie Freeman, a home run. God. Ugh. I wanted to play him. I wanted to play him today. Dang it. He hits Wheeler, like, really good. Really well. All right, let's get into it. Love the backdrops, though. The Crimson Porch, that's pretty cool. I honestly like the fact that I chose to go lean more into the red for the Cardinals this time around. Back in GGBL 21 and in 23, I had a lot of black in the uniform. And I don't know, it just didn't feel like a Cardinals team. Now they feel a little bit more like Ohio State, right? I don't like Ohio State, but it is what it is. What a catch by Colton Cowser. J.P. Crawford put a good swing on it, but no luck. With Vegas too, it's weird. It's kind of funny that both these teams are playing against each other because of all the uniform changes. The Nuggets used to have this away uniform that was that desert red, that Sedona red color, which I think was fine, but I could never get the text to look right on that jersey color. So I'm like, do they go all gray? No, I don't like that. Maybe we lean in more to the black.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Because that kind of looks cool with the red and the gold, the Nuggets gold. So I leaned more into the black where there wasn't much black for Vegas. And then I took away the black from Columbus. We got a deep drive here. Matt Olson going deep. That'll be a ground rule double. Everybody moves up 2 bags. Sheehan getting into a little bit of trouble here. Brian Reynolds is going to step up. Only 1 down here still. You need a strikeout. There you go. Good pitch. Circle change. You can lean into that one. Changeups seem to work pretty well here in 26. Nice fastball inside. Reynolds swings on through it. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered. That's what you needed to have happen. So now it'll be up to Evan Carter. The 1-2. Tatis is just gonna get there. Whew. He definitely made everybody's heart stop just a little bit there. All right, let's get into the bottom of the first. Ranger Suarez, Marcel Ozuna. Oh, man. Amazing Squirrel's got some heated language against Vegas. Oh, yeah, he keeps... I swear Tatis played with the Sun Sox. Ooh, Did he? I don't recall. Sun Sox. No. I mean, obviously it didn't happen in 23. The only thing that would have happened in 23 was the Sun Sox franchise, and I don't think I had Tatis on that roster. Maybe I did. I guess I don't remember. He seems like a Sun Sox, though, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, Amazing Squirrel. Just missed the A's and the Raiders. Yeah. Yeah, it is a little disappointing. A little disappointing just to know that Vegas, like, stole both of those franchises. Josh Naylor, nice base hit up the middle. Carter says Emmett's got to lock in.
Yep, that ball went out.
Logo change was needed for Vegas. Too much like Virginia Tech. Yep. Las Vegas never dies. If you know, you know. Go Cards, fly high. He's all about it. Wow. Back-to-back base hits. Is Tatis... Now here's a question for you guys. Because Fernando Tatis in real life does not have a home run. Not a single bomb for Fernando Tatis. Okay, Brendan Donovan. Deep drive, base hit. Soto misplays the ball. Reynolds going to fire it back in. Here we go. Runs are coming home. It is a 2 RBI double for Brendan Donovan. Former St. Louis Cardinal coming through for the Columbus Cardinals. Opposite field approach. That's exactly what you had to do with that pitch. He did what he needed to do. Now Columbus has got the lead. Clement. I'm not sure what he's swinging at, but either way, it is a ground out. We've got a 2-0 lead. I'm curious. I am curious. Who did I pick in this one? I think I took the Cardinals. How are my picks doing in channel points, by the way? Let's see. Channel points. What did I say? What did I say? Individual. I want me. I want to keep track because I obviously don't know the results of the games. I just want to know what's going on here. I picked the Good Boys. They won. I picked the Knights. They lost. Yeah, the Emeralds won that game pretty handedly. The Monarchs, they beat the Blue Sox. I got that one right. I picked the Sun Sox. Got that one right. I picked the Cardinals. Let's go. Let's go. Things are looking good. Look at Brendan Donovan. Player of the game so far. And then I picked the moonshots for later tonight. How does TCG remember who I picked? How do you remember that? Now look at this guy. Doesn't he seem like he fits with the Las Vegas Nuggets? Look at Benny the Jet. Look at him. I mean, he's got all of the right colors. He's all in the right getup. That will be the channel points question here for this game. That'll be 50 channel points for anybody that gets it right. Will Fernando Tatis Jr. hit a home run in this game? We have a better memory than you. Yeah. Well, you know what? I liken that to the fact that I've got a lot of to remember. Here's a line drive to center. That'll be caught. Benny put a good swing on it, but not enough downward action. You could argue it either way. Needs a little bit more lift on it. Oh my gosh. Squirrel says Nando and Wilson tank. Double or nothing. Whoa. Whoa. Double or nothing. I wish that we brought back the betting a little bit. Just a little bit. Ground ball here to third. That will be nicely fielded by Brian Hayes. Always a good defender over there at third, but his bat is sorely lacking. KJ says, yes, Tatis Dinger, swim upstream. Keith Irving says, yes. TCG says, no, he won't. Ghostro says, no. Okay. Mena says, Tatis hits a home run. Yeah, I'm going to say he does. Because this is a different universe. It's a different league. It's a different universe. Little Benny the Jet. Ground ball here to him. He makes a nice throw, and we are out of top of the third. We're kind of moving through this one a little bit. Already top of the third. I feel like we're in the second inning still. Colton Cowser almost made it to that ball. That's a little nutty. All right, here we go. 2-2. Fouled it off. You got to strike him out. It's terrible. Brian Hayes. There you go. Clockwork. Just like clockwork. You can expect it. All right, J.P. Crawford almost had an opposite field bomb to start the game off. He's going to lift this one into the gap. Left center field. Teodosio. I don't know. I don't watch enough Angels games. Crawford goes the other way this time. Tried to go opposite field. First at bat, almost hit one out. He's been putting some good swings in the baseball here. I think it's Teodosio. Soto, base hit up the middle. Vegas should tie this game. Here comes the throw. I'm just going to cut it off to second. That run will score. Soto with an RBI single. Sheehan has had a little bit of trouble there in the top of the first trying to get through this 1-2-3. Vegas has a very good 1-2-3. It might be something to note as we move forward in season 1. Crawford, Soto, and Olsen. And that's a tough sled there. Nasty pitch. That curveball has been really working for Sheehan. Got to lean on that a little bit more here than 8%. TCG says, I'll go ahead and say if there are any uploads or streams next week, I'll be out of town. Okay. Hope you have fun. We will miss you here, Christian Gamer. But yes, there will be uploads. Upload on Wednesday, and then live stream on Friday. So we're gonna start the schedule that I put out in that introduction video. Opening day was just all different. Like, we wanted to see all the teams. We wanted to get familiar with the lineups, the players, who's gonna produce, all that stuff. Oh, nice play by Suarez. But yeah, so we'll do a upload on Wednesday. We'll get some games in for some highlights, little league action, league updates, all that stuff. And then, yeah, Friday is going to be another Madison Muskie stream.
That's a ball.
And a game of the week. Game of the week. Stream vote. You guys are going to vote in stream what game you want to see after the Madison Muskies game. Carter says, Goldie, I won't be in town the next 3 weeks.
Oh,
wow. Whoa. I'm on a school trip, so I can't join any streams. That's all right, man. Well, have fun. School trip. Whew, for 3 weeks. What are you doing? What are you doing on a school trip for 3 weeks? Where are you going? What could you possibly be doing for 3 weeks? It's a whole month. 75% of a month. Jacob Wilson's hanging in tough there against the lefty Suarez, and I don't really know how you lay off that. It's just kind of floating into the strike zone. But a ball is a ball. Wilson draws the walk. Naylor steps up and come up huge with a big hit here. And Wilson might be taken off. We'll see. Yes. He's going to get in there. We're going to Ecuador. Like 10 kids to work on a... Oh. Okay. All right. Wow. Well, that will be a trip of a lifetime, man. Yeah, be safe for sure. That's pretty sweet. I've only been out of the country once. That was for my honeymoon. Nice play there by Benny. Get the out. Runner's going to move to third. So here's Fernando Tatis Jr. We're going to see if he's going to actually come through. We said yes. A lot of people said yes, he's going to hit a home run. We'll find out. We'll see. Oh, that was a home run swing, but a sinker. Got to be a little bit lower than that. He does hit Suarez pretty well. Oh, a little hot shot. Oh, JP's going to bobble it. Throw to first. Not going to be in time. Nando is in. It'll be scored as an error, but runner at first now is Fernando Tatis Jr. Brendan Donovan already came up big here with a 2 RBI double. See if he's going to come through here against Suarez in a 1-1. Missed. We got a stolen base attempt here. Easily in. 2-1. Donovan fouls it off. TCG, farthest I've been from Texas is either Glendo, Wyoming, or Auburndale, Florida. 2-2 got him. That might have been the circle change. Could be sinker. I couldn't really tell. I wish they showed you that. That's an interesting topic. What is the farthest that you guys have traveled? If it's in the States, have you ever traveled, like, what's the furthest point to the coastlines that you've been? That would be interesting to know. We used to go on a ton of family trips. A lot of trips when we were younger. Been all over the country. I've been a lot of places in the States, but I've only been out of the country once. We went to the Dominican Republic for our honeymoon back in 2016, 10 years ago, man. Holy crap. Holy crap. Switzerland, says Keith. Ghost Rose says born in Thailand. Wow, okay. All right. So we have some diversity in the chat. We have diversity. We are diverse. We are diverse. Taco Go Crazy, Florida. Seattle from Atlanta. Lived in China for 8 years. Wow, Ghost Rose. Lived in China. Holy crap. Born in Thailand, lived in China. Wow. Italy from Oakland. Man, you guys have been all over the place. I've been to Italy as a kid. Lived in North Carolina, traveled to Massachusetts, Daytona, and St. Louis. Sheltered life. No, come on, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. I think my favorite trip of all time was, oh man, I think it's got to be this one. We drove we drove from Michigan. You guys, a lot of you guys know that I am a Michigander. We drove from Flint, Michigan, all the way to the Dakotas. We drove into North Dakota, South Dakota. We got to see Mount Rushmore. We got to see Old Faithful. Got to see the Badlands. Dude, we got the Grand Canyon out in Arizona. That was not the same trip, but dude, the Badlands is insane. The Badlands is insane. I would highly, if you guys ever get the chance to go do that, do it. Because I remember being out there and, you know, being with my mom and dad and my brother and just looking out there, and I'm like, there is nothing out here. You feel so small. You feel so small. It puts everything into perspective. And as a kid doing that, I might have been 10 years old. It really puts stuff into perspective. About Colton Cowser hitting under the Mendoza line in the MLB. Comes into the GGBL, faces MLB caliber pitcher. Solo shot, 4-1 game. It's been a pretty commanding lead here for Columbus. Like, they've been in control for most of this game, it feels like. What could you possibly go do in the Dakotas? Fly over state at its finest. But dude, it was gorgeous, man. I remember one morning I brought my Game Boy. This is aging me, okay? I brought my Game Boy Color, all right? The purple one. I still have it. The purple see-through one, okay? The Game Boy Color with the worm light. That's what they call it, the worm light, right? Where you'd hook it up to the Game Boy and you get a little light so you could play it in the dark. We didn't have the LED screens, okay? God, I sound like an old person. Dude, I remember I couldn't sleep. We were driving. I couldn't sleep. It was starting to be like, yeah, we were driving. We were in the middle of nowhere, right? And the sun was rising up. It was like 6 a.m, right? Sun was rising up. Really light blue sky, almost a purpley light blue thing going on. You know, morning, like, or early morning. And I'm looking out my window, and I'm like, dude, there's how many buffalo are there? You got mountains. There's nothing going on. You got buffalo just grazing everywhere. Dude, it was awesome. It was so sweet. Flyover state? No. Beautiful state? Yes. Don't you dare, John. Don't you dare fly over state. So you throw gas? Pitcher, first base. Oh, we talking about positions? We talking about what we've played? Icon says, born near Kansas City, visit a lot of cities, U.S., Chicago 4 times, Houston 4. Do you do a lot of travel for work there, Rashad? For real life work? Taco go crazy. GGBL, a Fanatics experience. Dude, honestly, we need to come up with our own brand, okay? Because I could not use Fanatics. Couldn't do it. I'd get in trouble. That would be hilarious if we had our own brand of stuff. Rico says, went to an Irish pub in Bahrain, had a Corona, and ate bangers and mash. What an effort out of Fortes. Oh, man, Rhode Island has been my favorite place to visit. Sounds awesome. I always want to visit. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful out there. Highly recommend if you're looking for a place to go that you just want to feel something, you know. Some peace, some serenity, some oneness with nature, right? You want to feel like you're small and insignificant in the whole planet. Which, who would want to do that? That's self-deprecating. Who would want to do that? Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good. Gold, I don't think you saw the message. What do you think about my trip? Oh, no, I read yours. I read yours of the places you've been. Auburndale, Florida. What do you think the trip was for? I have no idea. I've never heard of Auburndale, Florida. I have no clue. Auburndale is a city in Polk County, United States. Why did I read that? Of course, what is wrong with me? It is part of the Lakeland Winter Haven, Florida metro statistical area. I don't know. What is here? Where to eat? Auburndale, Florida. Auburndale football? The Bloodhounds?
Nope, foul ball.
I have no clue. I was hoping that Google was going to tell me, like, something about Auburndale, Florida. Fantasy of flight? Like, what is this? Where are we at in Florida here? Oh, we're smack dab in the middle. Oh, I guess it's like, wow, it's just, it's not that far away from Disney. SeaWorld, Disney. Busch Gardens. That's more near Tampa, though. Auburndale's like... Oh, Legoland. Wow, Legoland's really close. That's all I got. That's all I got. I mean, it's Orlando is like right in the middle of Florida. Kissimmee. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the live chat now and see what you're saying here. Homeschool World Series. I wouldn't have guessed that. That is not what I would have guessed. Oh, that's funny. Icon says most of those visits were for pro wrestling shows with me and my buddies, NFL and MLB games, and visiting family. I gotcha. Well, sounds fun nonetheless, man. A lot of travel. A lot of travel for you, it sounds like. Homeschool World Series. What is that? What is that? What is the Homeschool World Series? And you gotta tell us now what that is. Homeschool World Series Association 2026 tournament. The Rally Warriors win their first Hendricks Cup in a rain-shortened championship. That's man, these kids are all pumped up. 2026 downloads, 2025 downloads, about us. The Homeschool World Series is a non-profit corporation, endeavors to promote and coordinate high school varsity level baseball competition among homeschool students throughout the U.S. Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. HWSA is dedicated to the honor of God and activities that reflect His honor. We believe that God's workmanship created in Christ Jesus for good works. Yep. Although none of us are perfect, this organization will strive to conduct itself. Yep. Got it. Well, you know what, man. There are times, though, man. There are times that I wish I didn't have it that rough in my public school life, honestly. But there are times, man. There are times that I wish, because my cousins, like, they turned out pretty straight-laced. Nice play there by Tatis. Let's see. Goldie, you still playing? What position do you play? Oh yeah. Yes, I'm still going, man. I'm still going, Kenny. I'll be playing this fall. Yep. So our so just like for context, I used to play in this 18 and up city league here in my hometown. We had like a lot of college kids that would play in it. I did not play in college. I probably could have played in college if I applied myself to it, if I dedicated more to it. It's a regret. It's a big regret of mine. I don't know. I was just not a very confident kid. I just look back at it and I'm like, man, you missed a lot of opportunities because you weren't confident in yourself for some reason. I don't know. I had a good senior season. I was getting a little bit of some looks, but I didn't like I don't know. I just don't remember what happened. I didn't capitalize on it. It was weird. I went into a shell. I'm like, no. I can't play in college, even though there are some scouts here. I can't play in college. But I wish my parents would have paid attention to that. I'm not blaming them. I just wish they would have paid attention to that and kind of guided me a little bit more. Say, hey, like, you can do this, you know. Maybe they thought because I was 18 I could handle it. I don't know. Anyway, so I had a whole bunch of years where I wasn't playing. I think there was about a 4-year gap of time where I wasn't playing. And there's the city league that we had players from our community college that would play, that just get innings. They would pitch, they'd hit. Guys from Detroit that were from the area, like, they would come up and play in the league. And so I started playing in this league. I'm like, okay, I guess I can hang. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then I ended up running my own team because I was tired of trying to latch on to other teams in that summer league. And so I was like, I'm just going to control my own team then. So I was recruiting and getting college talent onto our roster and trying to get better and improve. And we had some good seasons. But that league disbanded. That city league had been around for like over 100 and something odd years, and then it disbanded because the commissioner, the two guys that were running it, did not market it worth a darn. They didn't do anything to it. They didn't recruit. They didn't like seek out past players that would want to run a team. Nothing. Right? There was a lot of interest, but they canceled the league. And luckily for me, not so lucky for the guys that were younger, like in their mid-20s, mid to low 20s. Where are they going to play? Lansing, Detroit area? Like, that was about it for them. But lucky for me, I guess the point that I'm trying to get to is that lucky for me, I was able to get into like a 35, actually it's a 40 and up league. So unfortunately, I can't really call it much of a league. I do have to say it is very, very, very different than an 18 and up league where you had college players playing. It's still fun. Like, it gets me out there, you know. Yeah. So, but it's a 40 and up league, and I'm out there, and I've been playing in it for 3 years. Since I was 35, and I'm gonna do it again. So I just got out the practice net. I got the practice net out, and I was hitting the other day. So we got some things to work on. We're a little rusty. We're a little rusty right now. But yeah, it'll be another fun year. Competition's a little on the lower side. So I'm trying to bite my tongue, just enjoy being out there. I like the competitive. I want to fail, okay? I want more failure. I want more failure, man. I liked being able to go mano-a-mano against some of those college kids. I want that competitive nature. I want that competitive spirit. I want to strike out. I want to be like, I'm going to get you next time. I want that, and the league that I'm in right now, like there isn't enough of that, It's just kind of just a bunch of older guys just out there to have fun. And my wife tells me that all the time. She's like, you just need to go out there and have fun and be thankful that, you can still move your body around and do this. I'm like, yeah, but That's not me. That's not me. I want some competitive nature, man. But anyway. Let's see. No regrets, my credo. Yeah, things happen for reasons, don't they? Alright, I'm sure Ghost Rose is gone, but good luck, my friend. Kenny says, I get it. My school was NAIA. What? NAIA. I gave up. Shouldn't have. Still in my blood. I hear you, dude. I hear you. That's the hardest part, you know? That is the hardest part. Letting go of some of that stuff, you know? Because you only get one. You get one life. That is the tough one. Catching again in 35-plus league. Not bad for 59. Yeah, I mean, you got to give yourself some credit there, Kenny. Some major kudos. How are your knees not, like, breaking? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, my knees are bad, and I didn't catch. So, how are you doing it, man? You're just a beast or something? You're a beast. Wilson and Nando, please hit a tank. Yeah, no, don't joke, man. So Shelby Miller's day is done. They're going to turn it over here to Blake Trinan. You got Jacob Wilson here with 2 outs. Stolen base attempts. Way in there. Carter says, I gave up on baseball for wrestling at my high school, and I was varsity my first year, so might have been a good decision. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see it, you know? Sometimes it's hard to see it when you're in the thick of it to make a decision like that. Wilson strikes out. We are through the 7th. Let's go top of the 8th with a 4-1 game. Vegas trying to come back. It's up to Will Vest to shut this down. Holding on to that 3-run lead. Anything can happen. 8-9-1 coming up. KJ, knees are screaming. Not hitting my weight. Been hit 3 times in the first 7 games. Oh, so you guys play in the summer then, huh? Interesting. We play ours in the fall. Which, without the City League now that used to take up all the summer months, we should be playing in the summer, which is a little crazy. John says, I'm going to bed, Gold. Good night, sir. God bless everyone, each and every one of y'all. You too, John. Thanks for tuning in, man. We will see you next time. And in fact, the next time that I will see you guys will be Wednesday for an upload. And then next week for a Friday stream. One-two pitch here, ground ball. We got a Josh Naylor to the bag for the second out. Another K here. J.P. Crawford goes down. We will head to the bottom of the 8th. Ohtani hits a home run. Oh, my God. Let's go. Josh Naylor here. Deep drive. Oh. Leadoff double. Oh, my goodness. All right, 2-1 pitch here. Here comes the bet. All right, I think this is going to be Nando's last chance. Bottom 8th. Likely not going to get another at-bat here. He's going to hit a home run or not. Oh, is this it? Deep drive to the right field corner. It's so close. It's so close. Oh, man, I thought he got it. I thought he got it. What a tease. Oh, how close was it, guys? I think it landed at the base of the wall. Yep. Wow. Wow, that was it. I mean, he's not going to come up again. Fly ball here to center. I don't think Tatis Jr. will tag. He is. Wow, being super aggressive. Didn't think the throw was going to come in accurately, and he was right. Another base knock here. It is 6-1, and guys, that will actually put us into sim-out territory. As you know, 5-run lead at any point in time. We're going to sim-out territory. So let's get this one underway here. We got a 9-1 game, and we're gonna watch the top of the 9th. How many pitches will Best have here? 20. We're gonna actually take him out. Pitching change. We're going to go with Minter, the lefty. Or Luke Casey. Let's go with Luke Casey. And we're going to get those final outs. Eight-run game. Columbus. Amazing Squirrel says, check the stats. I will definitely do that because we did sim. I'm sure you guys definitely want to know like what the heck happened. I will definitely do that. We do get a strikeout here. Soto is gone. Luke Casey with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And 8-run game. I don't know why Soto's taking that pitch. Decides not to swing. Wow. I mean, Olsen's going to challenge this, but I think this is, yeah, strike 3. Yep. All right, one more out, and we are through this one. We'll get to our final game tonight. It is only 11:30, guys. On a Friday night, you guys got more time. You can stay up. You can stay up. We got one more game. And opening day's officially done. Ground ball here. That is it. Cardinals get the dominating victory here. 9-1. Was not close by any stretch of the imagination here. Not even close. So game 2 is over. Let's take a look at that box score real quick to see who did what. Fernando Tatis Jr., no home runs. No home runs for Wilson either. We had a triple from Marcelo Zuna. We had the double for Tatis. So That's what drove the offense. That middle of the order, man. I think Columbus is going to be a really, really, really tough team. Really tough team. That lineup screams production. Get a little John Gruden in there. That lineup screams production. 5 innings for Sheehan, 7 Ks. Again, nobody walked. I think we got to look at that. Got to look at it after this final game. I keep saying that, but I think it's a moot point. We'll get there. All right, Mighty Beavers and Moonshots, last game of the night. Lineups-wise, the Moonshots, Ketel Marte, Aranda, Soderstrom, Langoliers, Benny Blanco, Jake Mangum, Jeff McNeil, Chase DeLauder, Nick Gonzalez. Very underrated Nick Gonzalez. And then for the... who are they playing? Mighty Beavers. Kirk, Kurtz, Caminero, Moniak, Marte, Smith, Rosario, Zayden Batts, and Victor Scott. Honestly, a really elite 1 through 3. Very elite 1 through 3. Moniak, really good against right-handers. I will give him that, but against lefties, he's mostly a platoon guy. Mostly a platoon guy. Rotation, Jack Flaherty. Ugh. Not good. Yuri Perez. Definitely got some hope there. Tanner Bybee. Disgusting in the bad way. Zach Eflin. Davis Martin. I don't really like their pitching. I'm not totally high. Outside of Mason Miller and Yuri Perez, that's about it. That's all that they've got going for them right now. The Moonshots, Brandon Woodruff, and then Trevor Rogers, Peterson, Jared Jones, Joey Wentz. Yeah, this is what a game to end opening night on, right? I don't really like any of these. I don't like these teams. I'm not big on these teams. But I picked the Moonshots in this one in the channel points. I think they're going to get it done. So let's get right into the game here, guys. And this will be our final one. Final game of the night. And I think the best part about this matchup will be the stadium. The ballpark at the Moonshot Casino. This is the best stadium, I think, in the entire GGBL. And I will give you guys a little bit of a preview. If you haven't seen this one, I'll give you a little preview when we get going here. But yeah, I took Miami. I think Miami's the better team. Moonshots in 9 innings. Look at that. Look at that stadium. Moonshot Casino. Do you think someone could get a home run right into that jackpot? Into the hole? Look at this stadium. It's amazing. It's an indoor stadium. Shout out to not Suave Rico for he and his team to help make this thing. This was great. Again, this might be the best stadium in the game. In the league. All right, so here's Brandon Woodruff against the Mighty Beavers. And honestly, I love the rebranded Mighty Beavers. I'm all about this one. I'm all about these guys. Just take a look at this stadium. It screams Miami. It screams indoors, right? It screams like the Miami Marlins a little bit there. But you got the, this is not a hotel. That is the casino. That is the casino. We got Sportsbook. We got MM for Moonshots. What's also kind of cool about this is that a lot of the like DraftKings and stuff, they talk about Moonshot, right? As if it's like a betting term or whatever. But yeah, this is the best. Oops, I can't time out. I can't time out. We're gonna have to take this pitch. Or just create an out. Sorry. I just really wanted to show you guys the stadium. Alright, so Alejandro Kirk is out. I guess you could say that was rigged. You can say that was rigged. We got 1 of 27 outs right there, thanks to me. How did they make that? It looks just like a poker chip. Oh, nice play by Ketel Marte. Rigged, says TCG. The guy that runs Studio 44 YouTube channel made this. Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you, Rico. I did not know that. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know. So, big shout out there. So you guys just, like, renamed some of the stuff. Like Moonshot, the MM, and all that. Okay, so Studio 44, Phil Sherman. Yeah, we need to highlight this guy here. We need to put him in the. There we go. That's his YouTube channel right there.
Ball, that's low.
Yep, so give credit where credit is due.
That's ball 4.
For sure. KJ Ferris, kudos to all the creativity in the 26 version. Stadiums are great, but I dig all the uni rebrands. I do too. I think that it's interesting. If we wanted to do like GGBL trivia, the one team that utilizes all of their colors, but separately, it's like a riddle. Vancouver goes white in that copper for their homes. There's no black, no yellow. But in their away, they use the black and they use the yellow. No brown or no copper. It's just kind of cool, and it's a different yellow. It's not like the Pittsburgh Hammers yellow. It's like a different little. I don't even want to call it gold, but the stadiums he makes and shows off are crazy. Yeah, they really are. I think we're going to have to utilize that, or of course, you know, your guys' own creations and stuff. Even Rico, I definitely want to bring you back into that mix for sure. When we get involved into the relocation teams, because I think once we get going, once we get past this game, guys, and you start seeing how fast we're going to move through uploads and Friday streams, like, we're not going to drag this season 1 out. We're not going to drag any season out. We're going to get moving. So, I would like to get more seasons in than we did in GGBL 23. Like, we're going to be on 26 for the long haul. I don't have any plans on going to 27. Of course, we don't know anything about 27. So, maybe the trade logic has improved. Maybe free agency is a little bit better. I don't know. Like, maybe, you know, what improvements are they going to make to 27 that we could potentially move to? But in my opinion, probably not many. Will there be improvements made? Probably, but probably not enough to constitute a move. But base hit back up the middle for Jonathan Aranda. But yeah, so we'll just play it. We'll play it by ear, and I think we'll find a nice home here on 26, and we'll keep this rolling. And like I said, I'd like to get more than 10 seasons in. But I think realistically, we might get maybe 5. We might get maybe 5 seasons in by the time the next game comes out. Because you got to think, like, we did We did 3 calendar years for GGBL 23. We did it in 23, 24, 25, and a little bit of 26. Here's a crack to left center field. That's almost going to be a home run, a 2-run shot, but off the wall. Here comes the throw home, and they got him. Oh, no, they didn't. Whoa, Aranda slides in safely. How did they not get the tag down? We got to take one more look at this. Hopefully they slow this down real quick. Slow it down. How'd they not get him? Oh, wow. He missed. He completely whiffed. I mean, the ball beat the runner. Kirk has got that. You got it. You got to get him. You got to get the tag down faster, man. Wow. He completely whiffed. I don't think he ever touched him. He whiffed. Wow. Kirk absolutely whiffed. Oh, man. Crazy G's in here. Rico, are we getting a sim after this game? If you guys would like a sim, I don't have any problem with that. I think the main thing that GGBL is missing is custom draft class. Yes. Do you know how... Dude, if they could come up with a way to get a custom draft class... Dude, I might... You don't want to know what I might do. If we could get a custom draft class, that would make this league and my life so much easier. Your guys' is too. That way we can literally just... Or just being able to import a player. Like they say that you can do with CPU roster control. They say that you can do it. You should be... It says you can import a player in manage roster in franchise. But you can't. When you try to do it, it doesn't let you. You can do it in the base roster, you can do it. Like at the main menu, you can do it then, but once you're in a franchise, you can't do it. Or third uniform. Yep, you guys are on that. But what's up, Dalton? Says, sup, brother. Dude, this pacing for every opening day through this is great. Yeah. We might. I think I tried my best to do that back in 23. I think it might get a little redundant. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah. It was almost a moonshot. Yes, Brady Dunn should definitely be the MVP. Oh, my God. The Brady Dunn Award. Give me a break. All right, here's Zayden Bat's first at-bat of his young GGBL career. If EA can figure this out, it can't be that hard. No kidding. Bat strikes out. Woodruff's got him. The wily veteran Brandon Woodruff. We'll head here to the bottom of the second inning. It's a drive to center, but that's a beautiful play by Victor Scott. Get all that speed in the world out there to cover all that ground. Brady Dunn Jr. wins the Brady Dunn Award. Amazing Swirl says also something that might be cool to set up would be a Hall of Fame for every team where verified fans, roll on Discord or something, can choose players they feel made a significant impact on the team. I love that idea. Give fans the vote. Yeah, I like that idea. We need a thread. We need a thread inside the Discord. Yeah. Yep, we need some lore, stuff like that, Squirrel, for sure. I like that. Yeah, I can make a thread for, like, past champs. Maybe what we need, too, is, like, end-of-season standings. We need end-of-season standings in there, too. Yeah, because that gets lost. I think when you go to, like, coach or GM goals or whatever, like, you can see the past results, but it cuts off after, like, what, five seasons or something? So if we get to 10 years, it's only going to show the last 5, which kind of sucks. Like, I want a whole history. But yeah, that'd be sweet. Have a past season standings, past season awards, or just like an awards thread. Like, don't overcomplicate it. Don't do like season 1 awards, season 2 awards, season 3 awards. Don't do that. Just make like an awards thread, gold series thread, so we know like who played who and when. That'd be cool. And then a Hall of Fame one, like you said. Crazy G says, as much as I love the opening day streams, I think it would be better if we only did select opening day games going forward. Yep. Yeah, this is just like all a special occasion just because it's just launching. Right? We got a lot of new subscribers, new viewers. Just trying to get everybody familiar with the teams and the uniforms and the rosters and all that stuff. And then, yeah, from this point forward, we should be able to move a lot faster. Yep, exactly. Oh, there you go. Alejandro Kirk. He didn't like the fact that I broke his bat for him on the first at bat. Alejandro Kirk with the moonshot. He almost got it to the jackpot. The draft, I haven't decided on the draft. I think that one's going to be more of an upload just because it's not really dramatic. It's pretty anticlimactic, about my honest opinion, because the draft is all going to be done through out of the park baseball, and I'm not in control of any of those teams, so it's going to be pretty random. The draft order is going to be the right order, of course. It's going to match what we have in MLB The Show here. So the draft order will be right. You can customize the draft order in Out of the Park, but the results will be completely up to the CPU. So it's more so like a screenshot and sharing with you the results. So. Oh, I mean, we are definitely going to be doing a lot of analysis and things like that. There's a bunch of stuff in Out of the Park that will give you like scouting reports and statistics and all that stuff. So what I plan on doing is sharing all that with you guys in uploads, and then I also want to have like draft talk in the Discord, especially with the team ambassadors. The people that are going to be like vying for certain players to be taken by their teams. So that might be a perk down the road, that maybe they can actually select the player that when their pick comes up, that's the player they want. But I'm sure that can also all be done through Out of the Park. And you know, like, I mean, hey, maybe it does turn into a live stream. We get everybody available. We get all the team ambassadors on a Discord call, and we have some fun with it. You know, as a community, we have fun with it. But yeah, like all the pre-draft stuff, there won't be any sort of like gameplay to scout players and whatnot. it's just going to be a lot of screenshots and sharing with you statistics and how these players are progressing through the seasons, and you know who's a hot player, who's a high riser, all that stuff. So a lot of cool stuff coming our way with the draft. Thorn in your side, but I'm sure the GGC was fun. Yeah, the Golden Globe Classic. Dude, the Golden Globe Classic, I don't know what it was about that, but that was awesome. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. KJ, it was so much fun. It's just the storylines that whole thing brought out, and I think Ricky Holberman, he had the walk-off hit. So it's like you couldn't have scripted it any better. You couldn't have scripted it any better. It was amazing how it all worked out. It was crazy. I'm sitting there on the edge of I remember that night. I was sitting there on the edge of my seat. I'm like, please let my guy hit this walk-off hit. Let him deliver the championship. Just do it. Do it. And it was some weak little single, right? A little, inside out swing, go the other way, single. But they did it. They did it. And I remember that storyline too, where the first guy that was out there was KAJ, Kenneth Alexander Jr. You know, we had that whole dynamic between him and Ricky, and yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, never forget Villa Fuerte. Villa Fuerte, yeah, getting hit in the head. Oh man, he was out cold. All right, back to the ball game here. We got a 1-1 game thanks to Mickey Moniak. Mickey Moniak had the double here, but Alejandro Kirk's solo shot. Moniak loves to hit against righties. He's a platoon type player. He's a masher from the left side. Now we got a deep drive here. Noelve Marte into the right center gap. That will definitely drive home the run. That will be a 2-1 game for Vancouver. They take the lead here in the fourth. Marte going the other way. So we've had a lot of right field pop here. Nice play. They're going to... Wow. Oh, whoa. What? Aranda. Woodruff was not... Wow, we had some miscommunication there. We had some major miscommunication there. Aranda threw it right to Woodruff, thinking he was going to get there. He was going to just go. He's going to take the ball and go to first. Woodruff just gave up on it. He's like, no, I'm not getting there. I'm not getting there. Got a 1-2 here to Ahmed Rosario. Deep drive to left, giving chase is Soderstrom. Is he going to get there? Yes, he will, but that will be deep enough to get the job done. A run's going to score. Now Zayden bats. Your job to keep the pressure on. 75 pitches for Woodruff. That's a lot here for the fourth inning. And oh no, bats. Oh, you can't swing at that. That was an ugly swing. The 1-2. Ground ball fouls off the plate.
Nope, that's foul.
There's the 1-2 again. All right, take the ball high. Nice. The 2-2. Oh no. Zayden, what's the deal, buddy? You're not seeing it. What are the ratings here for Zayden? Contact is good. Vision is solid. What's he doing? He shouldn't be doing this. Oh man, dude, I'm not gonna lie, TCG, I can't sugarcoat it, my friend. That was just That was not a good at bat. I can't sugarcoat it. I think the pressure is getting to Zayden just a little bit, you know. But you know, 3-1 game, he shouldn't be facing any pressure. I don't know. He swings. He was swinging at everything outside of the zone, but then he takes the strike right down the middle. I don't know. I don't know what he's looking for. I don't know what he's looking for. We have a question. How many points to create a player? Okay, so it looks like the guys answered Rodent Master there. Yeah. Yep. So I give you guys all the links and all the spreadsheets and all stuff that you need to check out. Just head on over to the website, the Glove Hub. And it's going to literally give you everything you need. So pretty self-explanatory too. Pretty self-explanatory. Earn channel points. Slowly but surely you'll get there to be able to rename a CPU player or just create your own into the
Ball 2.
Golden Globe Showcase. And you can upgrade your player as well. And then Zayden's going to bobble the ball, and is he going to give up it? Yeah. I think he's freaking out, man. I think he's panicking. Carter says, to make a player, is there a way to pick what team you're on? Honestly, I should allow that for the GGS. I should allow that for you guys for the GGS. I should have one more question in there on what team that you want to join. Because the results of the GGS doesn't matter. Like whatever team wins the Golden Globe Showcase, like it doesn't matter. So Vancouver almost gave the lead away there. They had runners at the corners after a couple of bobbles and errors, and I don't even think that one actually went down as an error. Maybe one of them did. Yeah, the throw from Rosario. But as far as like a rename, just like what Rico said and Dalton and the others, Christian Gamer. Oh, yeah, it was Christian Gamer. If you're going to rename a player in the GGBL, guy that was drafted from round 2 and onward, since we're not going to be covering these guys in the draft at all, no one's going to know who they are. So that way we're not like doing any scouting to say like, oh, Roberto Gonzalez it was a round 2 pick for the Moonshots. It's like, well, no one knows who Roberto Gonzalez is because we didn't scout him, right? So anybody that was round 2 drafted. So like perfect example here, like in the player card for Caminero, like you can see like when he was drafted. Of course, he was undrafted. Let's look at like Woodruff. So round 11, right? We only have 6 rounds in MLB The Show, but the point remains. It'll show you which round that the guy was drafted in, right? So for a player like Roberto Gonzalez, and he was drafted in round 2, anybody that has that tag to them. Round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5, all that stuff. Like, you guys can rename those players. In Discord, I'll give you the list of those players. And then all you would need to do is just submit a form to purchase that rename of the player. And you go from there. And then he's yours. So just rename the guy to whatever you want. And he's yours. But yeah, you can't pick the I mean, you could pick the team in a sense, like, is that going to be gone? Nope. You could pick the team in the sense where, like, you already know those players that were drafted, right? The round 2, round 3, round 4, those guys were already picked. So if you like a guy in the New York Pizzazz and you got to weigh that, maybe he's terrible, but you like the idea that he's on the Pizzazz, right? Maybe he's like a 55 overall C potential or something, but he's on New York, and you want to take that guy. You can rename him, and he's yours. I'll keep saying this. Vancouver just looks like a bunch of bananas. Oh, Moniak! That's a deep drive. Right center field. Gone! 2-run homer for Mickey Moniak. You know, I have a sneaking suspicion that Moniak might be a beast in the GGBL. He might just be a beast, guys. Watch out for Mickey Moniak. Vancouver gets the lead up to 4-1? 5-1. And my Moonshots pick is going down the drain here. Got a lot of offense going on in Miami right now. Heads up. Bullpen. Squirrel says, wait. So for all of the customization in the player, it costs $600? But what are the other options in the row? So yeah, on that spreadsheet, if you're looking at the rewards, which I'm assuming you are. Let me look at it here. Yeah, channel points rewards. Let's take a quick break here as Jared Koenig. Yeah. Let's take a quick break here as Jared Koenig comes up into relief. Because I do want to mention this here in case anybody else is interested, but all right, so this is how we would explain this. So all right, so you've got channel points, right? Let's go Google Sheets. We want leaderboard? No. We want channel points pick'em contest. Leaderboard. Okay. So you've got channel points. So let's take Amazing Kook for example. He's got 2,300 points, right? Or Dalton, 1,200 points, right? All these guys have over 1,000 points. Like they could do a lot with their channel points. So if we go to rewards and we're looking at Golden Globe Showcase, right? You could spend 300 of those channel points that you have on a guaranteed top 10 GGBL drafted talent. Now, of course, like if I have more than that, then it just becomes a loaded draft class, right? But at the very least, you're going to get a top 10 drafted player. That's at least the talent level. There's no guarantee you're going to be taken in the top 10 because, again, I haven't decided if we're going to have team ambassadors like being able to make those picks or not. They could pass on you, but your talent is going to be top 10 if you choose to offer up 300 points. These players in the showcase, in the GGS, those are like 18-year-old players when they first start. They're not going to be drafted. So there's no like upgrade for them to be made. I'm not allowing for any upgrades to be made. There's no game-specific modifier like potential for MLB The Show, dev trait like is in Madden, badges like in college football. And there's no really any player customization that needs to be done here for the GGS. It's just kind of just a name at this point. But for GGBL, so let's say you rename a player, right? A player that was drafted in round 2, right? You're going to get an A potential player. Actually, this needs to be round 2, round 3, round 4 through 6. Okay. That way. Okay. So any round 2 player is who you can rename for 300 points. Normally, the round 2 players are going to be the better players. Round 3, so on and so forth. Round 6, they'll be worse. Normally, usually. But say you've renamed a player for 300 points, and in the off season only, you want to upgrade him. Like he's a 50 overall player, right? And you want to upgrade him. If you've got more channel points to burn, you can spend 50 of those channel points to say, hey, Goldie, I want to upgrade my guy. Like he stinks. I don't really trust the show's progression system. Like it's too slow. I want it to be done in my own hands. I want to increase his power. I want to increase his speed. I want to increase his contact, fielding, whatever it might be. It's going to cost you 50 channel points to do that. And you're going to get 20 points to spread around that player for that upgrade purchase, if that makes sense. You can only do 5 points of the 20 to upgrade speed, fielding, power. Like you can't go past 5. You can't say I got 20 to spend and I'm going to move him from a 60 power against lefties to now an 80 power against lefties. Like that's like now you're on steroids. Like that's just a little too game breaking in my opinion. So it's got to be more strategic. You got to be smart about your upgrades. This carrot just means the same applies, right? It's for every series. 50 channel points gives you 20 attribute points to spend. Now, if let's say your round 2 guy that you picked for 300 points is like a D potential, and you wanted to move him up to a C, it costs you 50. If you want to move from a C to a B, it costs you 100. If you want to move from a B to an A, it costs you 200. And then if you want to do any sort of customization on number, batting stances, pitching, motions, skin tones, hair, whatever, it's going to cost you another 300. So I hope that makes sense. MLB The Show, I'm not really doing that right now with the Twins, but so this really shouldn't even be here, but it pretty much follows the same structure there. So anyway, definitely want to take a break real quick just to make sure that that's explained, because it's coming. It's coming. And I want to make sure you guys are good. Like you get it, you understand it, understand how it works. And it's good for anybody else that tunes in and watches the stream and might have those same questions. All right. So that's channel points for you. I'm thinking about renaming channel points. Honestly, what do you guys think about tickets? Stubs. I can't use stubs. I think it's proprietary with the show. I think I might use tickets. It's easier to say tickets. It's one word versus channel points. I'd have to do a lot of updating though. Cards are about to be elite. What is the Golden Glove showcase? Yep, okay, so TCG answered. A league and out of the park where custom players will start out at 18. Yep, exactly. Yep, yep. Golden Grounds. I like that, actually, Golden Grounds. It's funny. All right, hey, Miami's doing a little comeback here. Man at first base, Ketel Marte drives it right center. It should be another run scoring. There it is, 5-2 game. Maybe Miami is officially on the comeback trail. Here we go. I wonder why they pulled Jack Flaherty so early. Might cost him. Just call it gold. I mean, it's to your point, Carter. To your point, it's like it's sitting right there. The name for this is right there. You're just totally whiffing. Just call it gold. Oh, hot shot. Line drive. Caught. Wow. Okay. All right. Up next is Tyler Soderstrom. Let's see.
Ball.
See how he responds, lefty-lefty. TCG says, hey, Gold, could I buy a second player for GGS? Got an international catch. Cannon O'Connor. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with that. I mean, you guys got... Oh, there he is. There he is. Had a feeling. 435 for Soderstrom. I was just saying they might regret this. Vancouver. Taking Flaherty out. That's a big boy bomb right there. Soderstrom, have yourself a game, dog. Woo! Sody pop. That's going to do it for Koenig. Yeah, TCG. Yeah, go ahead, man. Do another player. Except this one would be through channel points, just FYI. So. Oh, that's a good... Thank you for that. That's a very good catch.
That's ball 2.
It's a very good catch, TCG. So if you guys become patrons or channel supporters, you will get a free player and a free rename every single season. As long as you're still a patron or channel supporter. You will get a free player in the GGS and a free rename every single season as long as you're still a supporter in that way. So that's one of the benefits. Then you can also still submit a second player through channel points as well into the GGS and renaming a player. So essentially, you as a patron or a channel supporter, you're getting 4 players every single season. So just something to think about. Just something to think about. So you got a brand new game, guys. 5-4. Sody Pop with the bomb. It's been a offensive shootout here in our final game. Love to see it. It's been a lot different than the pitching that we have been so accustomed to seeing. See what you guys are saying here. Oh yeah, you can be a team ambassador. You should have like 10k channel points to be a team ambassador at the look. It's a thought. It's a thought. I don't think I want to go there though. But I see your point. I see your point. I think that those types of roles, if you will, are really like league altering. So something like that, I really want to limit to those that are supporting monetarily. Because that you got a stake in the game. They got some skin in the game, if you will. It's not just something that, oh, I have this fake currency. I've got channel points that I can spend to be a team ambassador, and then I'm just gonna blow up the team for my own shits and giggles. What a play by Ketel Marte, baby! The last second that you could possibly dive. Look at that. He's sliding on the ground. What a play. What a play. Zayden Butts, says TCG. Oh, man, he's feeling it now. So bottom six, here we are. Jake Mangum striking out against Jalen Beeks. Everybody knows Jalen Beeks, right? Oh my God, Jeff McNeil. No way. No way. Is he going to get over that little corner? Yes, it is. Tie. Ball game. Jeff McNeil, solo homer. He's still got some pop. The flying squirrel. Or the squirrel. I think it's just the squirrel. He's still got some power. If you buy a pitcher, could you change his pitches? So that would be into that player customization piece. Skin tone, number, animations. So if, like you want to customize that player that way. It's mostly you got to think of it like if I'm paying the channel points to rename the player. That's what you're paying into. Anything that you want to alter on that player, that's a player customization. Animations, jersey number, skin tone, hair, anything that you can think of that is a customization of the player, that would be the 300. So that would be what I would say, Carter. If you buy a player, I guess what do you mean by buy? You're probably talking about a rename. If you were to rename a guy as, like, if you're talking about that as a quote-unquote purchase, then that would be the 300 points that you'd need to spend to customize him. But if you're, like, if you're creating one, then no. That's not extra. Billy Bob the Knuckleballer will pitch one day. Oh my God, I can only imagine that. But hey, we got a 5-5 game. I thought Miami was dead. So we go top 7. We might, you know what would be really cool? I'm just going to throw this out there. You know what would be really cool? To finish off opening night. All 15 matchups across 2 weeks. We started last week. We did Wednesday. We did Friday. We did an extravaganza over the weekend. We're back here. We did it on a Wednesday. Now Friday. You know, it'd be really cool to finish this off with a walk-off. A Miami Moonshots moonshot walk-off. It'd be great. Be storybook ending to opening night. Tommy Joe will terrorize the GGBL one day. Only 4-seam, 2-seam, and circle change. With an 18-inning game? No, we saw enough of those in 23. Yeah, true. Truth. All right, Robert Garcia here, the lefty against Kirk. Already 2 for 3 in this game. Swung on and missed. Out number 1. Got to get Nick Kurtz, though. This is a part of the lineup here that Vancouver is really, really tough in. Kirk, Kurtz, and Caminero. Two, line drive, base hit. See if they're going to test it. I think they should. Yep. Runners on the corners now. Kurtz delivers a screeching line drive. And now you got trouble. Lefty, righty, Junior Caminero. This circle's change. Got to throw fastball here, maybe a slider, something with a little movement. Oh, that's a drive to deep left field. Soderstrom giving chase, looking up, and it will go. Oh, bye-bye. It will go all bye-bye. I sound like Jenny from Oakland. What's her name? Oh, hello. It will go all bye-bye. What a call. What a call. It will go all bye-bye. I don't think we're getting a walk-off here. That might be the worst. I'm so embarrassed. That might be the worst call I've ever had in my life. I'm like, what am I trying to say? It'll go way back, way gone. Goodbye. I don't know. It'll go way bye-bye. I don't know, man. It's also midnight, and I think I'm tired. I think Mickey Moniak. I mean, we got Jeff McNeil taking a terrible route to the baseball. And to only think that this is only a 3-run game. Like, we're not in sim-out territory. Moniak with a triple. Moonshot's just, like, burning through their bullpen right now. Please, Miami, doom the league. Oh, my God. Marte, another base. Oh, man. 9-5. Are we in sim-out territory? Are we getting there? If Josh Smith does something here, any 5-run lead. Carter says, I'm going to make the third Acuna brother to compete in the outfield with Acuna. The Acunas. The 2-2 from Castro to Smith. And he hit him. Wow. This is just getting... Yeah, it's falling apart. Yep. Same Miami I remember, says TCG. Oh, man. Nice play by Benny Blanco. I see you, Benny. All right, it's up to Zayden Bats to get us into sim-out territory. Is he going to do it? That'll be the final channel points question for you all. Ready? He's in a 1-2 count. Is Zayden Bats going to get us to sim-out territory? Like, he could draw a walk, and that would be a no. Okay? Is Zayden Bats going to get us into sim-out territory? Which means he would have to get a base hit, a home run, something to drive a run in. And he's in a 1-2 count here. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to have faith in the youngster. He's taken some terrible swings today, but I think he might actually do it. Squirrel says end of inning, free out. Icon says yes. Hell to the no, says Squirrel. No, says Cowboy. Seven Sloth says no. Man. It comes down to the next pitch. Yes, it does. Not a lot of confidence in Zayden Bats right now. I'm going to say yes. I think he's going to get a hit. Here we go. It all comes down to this. 50 channel points on the line for everybody here. 1-2. No! Zayden, you fool. I had faith in you, man. I had faith in you, man. And this is what you do to me. Unreal. All right, well, those that said no, which were there were a lot of you. I should have gone with you guys. You got it right. Little bobble by Kurtz, but Zerpa is there to make the out. We're still not in sim-out territory. We will keep on trucking on here. 9-5 game. We saw Miami come back, tie it up with a Jeff McNeil solo shot. So it is still very doable that Miami could make a little charge here. And Caminero not going to make the play, maybe? Oh, almost. Almost. His teammate, former teammate with the Rays, beat him out. Soderstrom's 2 for 3. Hit that 2-run homer off of a lefty. We can see if he can do it again here. It's a nasty slider. He's got a home run, a double. Looking for a triple and a single. Maybe, possibly. No, I didn't fix the translation stuff. I'm on my I see the other. I'm on my work computer that I'm reading the comments. If I went to my live stream on my computer, I haven't really seen it either. So I'm not really checking over there though. All right, the 1-2 here to Langoliers. Ball 2. Very good take. Extremely good take. Something that a lot of the moonshot hitters have not done today. Be patient. 2-2. Okay. Yeah, they're working the count here. They're getting into the part of the meat of the order here. Do some damage. Full count. Wow. Langoliers works a walk. Bases juiced. And now they get Benny Blanco up, guys. 0 for 3. Custom player from GGBL 23, one of the best players in the game. And we got a base hit here the other way. Could score 2. We'll see. Kurtz going to take the cutoff, but they're going to go station to station. Blanco's first hit, and Ribby right there going opposite field. So now a 9-6 game, still 1 out. Double play still in order here. Jake Mangum. That is another base hit to the right side. This one could possibly score 2. Here comes the throw in to home. 2 runs are going to score. Jake Mangum going the other way. Wow, you get 2 RBIs off a little rinky-dink hit like that. I don't know, like it is a line drive and everything, but Langoliers scores from second base. Wow. Off the bat they go. And Zerpa's day is done. So they're going to rely on Garrett Clevenger to come on in here. Lefty-lefty match against McNeil. Miami's not dead yet. Little ground ball, little flip. Oh, what a double play that was. That was smooth as silk. But Miami does get a couple knocks in the inning. A little walk there too, and they come all the way back. They're not dead yet. It's 9-8. Man, they have been down, down, down. But they continue to keep fighting right here. It's like ground ball here. Marte's got it. He's been pretty smooth over there today, too. Oh, man. I'm looking at the chat, and then I see Kirk just striking out. I like the pitching changes in 26. In 23, it didn't feel like they made smart changes. It feels like so far they're making logical moves with their bullpen here. Miguel, please, I beg of you, says Squirrel. 1-1 here to Kurtz. That'll miss from Bazardo. Eduard Bazardo. 2-1's going to miss here. They've got Caminero on deck. I tell you, man, when this Vancouver lineup is on, it can be pretty darn good, as evident, right? 9 runs scored here today. But Miami has matched them, and that was part of the whole deal with the fantasy draft. You know, Vancouver really invested a lot in that offense, in their top 3 hitters, but they completely neglected pitching, and obviously it shows in the score right now. Like, they're going to need a lot of these performances from the offense in order to keep it rolling here. So Mickey Moniak, whoa, we got some history here. Mickey Moniak is a single away from the cycle. How about another channel points question? Another 50 points on the line for you guys. I got a lot of work to do on Monday to get all your guys' points accredited to you. Is Mickey Moniak going to hit for the cycle? Is he going to get a single right here? All he needs is just one little single. That's it. If he does that, you get 50 channel points. You know what? Screw it. It's not even a question. It's if he does it, you're all getting channel points, okay? Just make sure you mark yourself as here. Check in. Okay? Say, like, here, I'm here, okay? When he does it, mark yourself as here, okay? If he does it, everyone's getting 50 channel points. You don't even have to guess. Swung on through. All you need is a single there, Mickey. Let's get some history, man. Come on. 2-2 from Bazardo. Ball 3. Oh. Are they going to do it? Are they going to walk him? Say, no, you're not going to hit a cycle off of us? Oh, unbelievable. You stupid game. You stupid game. Look at the pitching changes, man. Telling you, they wouldn't have done this in 23. All right, Marte's been really good today. 2 for 4. His other 2 outs, like, I'm not even really counting that. Like, he's hit the ball hard in his base hits. So Brock Stewart's coming on. 2-1, bases juiced. You got to keep this a 1-run game. That's your job. That is going to fall. That's going to get another run home for Vancouver. We'll see if they're going to get 2. Yes, they will. Another 2 runs are coming home. It's like every single time that Miami comes back, Vancouver's offense says, not yet. Not yet. That's cool and all, but you're not going to take the lead on us. Not yet. 11-8. A 3-run ball game. And that's a hot shot there. Look at Ketel Marte. Another insane defensive play. He's putting on a highlight reel today. Again, just keeping his team in the game. And you know what? Given this pitching staff, for Vancouver, and given the fact that Miami continues to claw back, 3 runs is nothing, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Squirrel. That's what I think I'm gonna call it gold, or I think I'm gonna call it tickets. I learned my lesson the hard way with that one. I'm like, oh wait. Yeah. Channel points. We don't need that. We don't need that. That's what I'm thinking about renaming, dude. One down here in the bottom of the 8th. Miami at least needs just 1 run. You know? You don't want to go into the 9th. Down by 3. Wow! Whoa! 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 I think that was strike 3. I think Kirk's right. Oof! Hey, Nick Gonzalez, good eye, good eye. Wow. Okay, Miami continues keep the pressure on them. Keep the fight going. Now we go to the top of the order. Ketel Marte. Soderstrom's coming up. Here we go. Payoff pitch already in a quick count. Marte! Is it going to stay fair? Into the sports deck. Oh, my God. The sports book. The upper decks. Ketel Marte, have yourself a game. How many plays has this guy made? At least 3 defensive plays. Into the sports book. There it is. Sports book. Wow, into the upper deck. Weissert gives up a 2-run bomb, and they've still got 2, 3, 4 coming up. 11-10. Highest scoring game that we've had in GGBL opening night. It's been a fun one. Not going to lie. It's been a fun one. Oh, Jonathan Aranda! Deep drive to right. That one's in the upper deck. Solo shot. Tie the game again. Back-to-back jacks. Jeff McNeil tied the game up at 5 earlier in the game, and now Jonathan Aranda steps up to tie the game at 11. They won't die. Oh, that was a screamer, dude. Oh, Mighty Beaver's got to make a change. Weissert's day is done. It'll be up to Johan Oviedo to get Soderstrom. He's 3 for 4. He's got a home run. Could they possibly go back to back to back? He's a triple shy of the cycle. We had Moniak potentially getting a cycle with a single. Soderstrom could get a triple to get the cycle. This has been an insane game. Two got him. That's a tough one. Oviedo does have a pretty good fastball. That's a tough one. Looks juicy, but here's the 2-1 from Oviedo. Drive to right. Langoliers. Oh, here we go at the track. Oh, he just missed it. He just missed it. If you get that home run, you take the lead going into the top of the 9th. And you can shut the door. How about this? 7 home runs in the ball game. Marte, Jeff McNeil. All of them been left-handers, I believe. Soderstrom, right? And Aranda. Yeah, all left-handers. Going to right field for the moonshots. And then you had Alejandro Kirk, and I think Ahmed Rosario hit one, right? Yeah. So pretty interesting. Vancouver's got 2 home runs from the righties. Somebody else hit a home run. Vancouver's got 3 homers. Miami's got 4, so I'm not sure who else. Forget who else hit the other home run for Vancouver, but all right. Like I said, wouldn't it be crazy if we get a walk-off to close us out? Dude, I'm telling you, I think it's because I've watched way too many games. I've watched way too many MLB The Show simulations. You start to get a feel. I don't know. Here's the 2-2 to Ahmed Rosario, taking it high. The payoff, got him. 99 from Brock Stewart. Keep that lead, keep the tie intact. Here's Zayden Batts. 3 strikeouts and a ground out. He just has not been seeing the baseball very well. Another strikeout. Yowza. Zayden Batts. Not sure what's happening there, buddy. Yep. Just needed to see that. It is, in fact, the golden sombrero. Zayden Batts, in his first GGBL game, is wearing the golden sombrero. 4 strikeouts in a game. All right, Kenley Jansen's going to come out now to try to shut this thing down. Get the 9-hole hitter. I like the matchup here. I love what the CPU is doing. It just didn't do this in 23. Like, they would really extend out whoever's out on the mound. I really like the fact that they're playing the matchups right here. They feel like Jansen, with all the experience, should get Victor Scott, and he does. So Miami has a chance. After all of this, they finally have a chance to win the game. Put it all behind them. 11 runs, doesn't matter. You got a chance to win the game right here, right now. Benny Blanco steps in. 1 for 1. Sorry, 1 and 1 count. He's 1 for 4. Oviedo gives him a slider. Ground ball here to Rosario. Out number 1. We might get extras. Unless Jake Mangum does something crazy here. He's already got a double, a single, 2 ribbies. Another lefty. We're going to see another lefty home run. It's been a hot side for Miami.
Ball 2.
2-1 from Oviedo. Looks like a slider grip. Yep. Gonna miss outside. I think if Mangum can get on, he can get a little stolen base. And if McNeil can get a base hit, I think you've got a chance to score Mangum if he can get the second. Let's see, 3-1 pitch. That one's a line drive base hit. That one could split. No, Moniak is going to cut it off. That was a great play defensively. If he lets that get by him, Mangum's got 3. So here we go. Mangum is on. You got to be looking for a stolen base here. But a strikeout, throw him out is still in play if they do decide to get him to run. He's not going to take off. McNeil strikes out. Slurve. Oviedo's pumped up. And now you face another lefty. Chase DeLauder. Can we get another lefty home run? They're going to take off. Mangum's in. So it all comes down to one pitch essentially here. 1-2 to DeLauder. Strikeout does you nothing. Foul tip, strike 3. DeLauder K's. And we are going to extras. Ugh. That was a chance. That was an opportunity. So now Jansen's got to work another clean inning here. Got to work the 10th, you know. And in real life, for my Tigers, he's really struggling. I think he's got 5 walk-offs given up so far. TCG, come on, Beeves. See, here's what I think's got to happen. I think they have to go into the bottom of the 9th. Oh, I thought that almost hit Jansen's head. Kurtz has just been smoking the baseball right now. Oh my gosh, Kenley Jansen, he didn't even flinch. He's unconscious. He's unconscious right now. As a Braves fan, life is amazing. Yeah, you guys are good right now. It's been an interesting season. That little looper is going to fall. As Kurt's going to try to take 3. Here comes Mangum's throw. Not in time. Aggressive base running. And then, look at Caminero took the extra 90. He's at second. And now you get Moniak. Yeah, you got to intentionally walk him here. So here's what I think has got to happen. Miami has to be forced to be down by a run. They got to be down. To go into the bottom of the 10th, they got to be down. They got to be losing in order to, like, turn it on. That's their mojo. They got to be losing to do anything. Tie game? No. Losing? Yes. Jeez, dude. I don't know if Jansen's got it. I don't know if he can be a closer right now. You can't leave that pitch right there. That's a grand slam waiting to happen. Got him. Okay. It's a lot different than the slider. You're going to throw a cutter up there. Marte strikes out. And now you get Josh Smith. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I turned that off. Yeah, you got to earn it. In GGBL, you got to earn it. Is this one going to fall? Just foul. Oh, all you guys that wanted Vancouver right there, that was it right there. Get another chance here, though. 1-2. Foul ball again. Here it comes one more time. The 1-2. Ground ball foul. We're going to do it again. Do it again. Can Jansen shut the door, give the Moonshots another chance? How many pitches is this? It's got to be like 8. TCG. GGBL is the only baseball I actually watch. I take that as a compliment for sure. 1-2 here to Smith. That is another foul ball. Give me the graphic. How many pitches is this? We got to be up to like 10. Another foul ball. There you go. There's the 8. Okay. 8. What's the pitch going to get him out? Line drive, base hit. Smith back up the middle. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. 13-11. With 2 outs, Josh Smith fights off at least 9 pitches to give the Mighty Beavers the lead and potentially the win. Moonshots will make a change here to Ryan Yarbrough. And again, Miami loves to be down apparently, so we'll see if they have another response. "13 runs in this game. I think we saw 13. I mean, 13 runs for Vancouver, but 24 runs in this game between both teams. I would be curious to do the math on all of the games that we watched on opening night. There's a strikeout there. Rosario K's looking. But Miami, once again, is down, and they got their work cut out for them. And it's got to be against Mason Miller. So there are your home runs for Miami. Soderstrom, McNeil, Marte, and Aranda. So all left-handed hitters. But you get 9, 1, and 2. So Miller's got to go get these guys. It's disgusting. Really? TCG, best game we've ever seen? I think of a lot of Phoenix games. Some of those Phoenix games. Those, some of those Good Boy games. There's a couple really dramatic games. I think one of them was for Phoenix. Carter says Mason who? Mason who? Don't disrespect Mason Miller. 1-2 ground ball, base hit. Marte is on again. This guy just doesn't stop. He doesn't stop hitting. So you know what this means, guys. A 2-run homer is going to tie it. Is Aranda going to go off again? He's 4 for 5. Oh, that was the pitch. That was the pitch. 1-2. Oh, it's caught in the tag. Nick Kurtz. Possibly the play of the game. I know Ketel Marte made some amazing defensive plays in this one, but that one right there might steal the cake. And the fact that it had to be Marte, that's baseball. That is baseball. Ketel Marte gets basically picked off of first base. Line drive, should be a base hit. Kurtz is perfectly positioned. And he tags Ketel Marte out. Marte, who had been playing so great defensively all game, gets done in by a defensive play of the game from the opposing team. I mean, how do you even explain that? That's baseball. A lot of hits, guys. A lot of ribbies. A lot of strikeouts as well. 19 Ks for the Mighty Beavers. It's games like these that I want to show the box score because there was so much that happened. Look at how many arms that they used. Koenig, Beeks, Zerpa, Clevenger, Weissert, Oviedo, anything to get a win. It's just the first game of the season. And then, of course, the 4 home runs there for the Moonshots. They got Kittredge, Garcia, Castro, Bizzardo, Stewart, Jansen, Yarbrough. That's 7 pitchers. Not including the starter, Brandon Woodruff. But last play of the game here. Aranda hits the ball hard. He was seeking his 5th hit of the game. Kurtz makes an incredible play. Marte is like, got to get back. And he tags him on the foot. Like, and you're that far away from keeping the game alive. Ouch. Ouch. That's it. That's a painful loss. That is a painful loss. It was going to be a painful loss for anybody, I guess. Vancouver and Miami. So, yeah, I'm curious, guys. That game had 24 runs scored. I'm going to do some math. Bear with me. The first games that we watched on GGBL opening night were Breeze and Cyclones, 6 runs. Revolution Blazers, 10 runs. And Firebirds and Swarm, 8 runs. So yeah, it's perfect, actually. It's perfect. Revolution Blazers, or was that, no, Revolution Blazers was I got a -10 here. That was GGBL Extravaganza. Who was in the first game? Was it Mallard Sun Devils? I think that sounds right. No, that was part of GGBL. Okay, so this was it right here. This game right here. 9 runs. 9 runs plus Breeze and Cyclones, 6 plus Skeins and Scooble, 8. Opening day, the first stream had less runs scored across 3 games than did one game, which closed us out for opening day action. The first 3 games that we watched scored 23 runs. This game scored 24 runs. You can't write it any better than that. Can't write it any better than that. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do next is go ahead and simulate the month of April. That's what we're going to do right here. And then we're going to pick up on upload Wednesday to start us off on May 1st. So we're going to go ahead and save this up and just do a little double check to make sure that there won't be any trades, there won't be any injuries, all that stuff. Like, we just don't want that in our sim. So 1 second here. Tasks. We got 5 teams onto manual. I believe we got another manual team, right? I think that was LA for Rico. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Anyone else? I don't think that anyone else. Oh, Chicago. That was Chiefy. Okay. Yes. So that means all the casual guys are automatic. Okay. Now, sliders, we've got trade frequency is down, which means no trade should occur. And we want injuries are off. Okay. All right, so we're going to do a month sim for the month of April and see where we're at. We're going to stick with Miami here just because. I'm not too concerned about the waivers. I'm honestly not concerned at all about the waivers. It's not going to be game breaking. Okay. And that's only because teams had to be autoed. Like, I'm not going to go through and focus on, you know, making sure that everybody's rosters are compliant. That's part of the good thing about having the CPU being in charge of their own teams, is because, like, that's what keeps the league dynamic. So, all right. So the moonshots, what happened here? 3, 6, 9, 10. A 10-game losing streak. Ouch. They did make it up here towards the latter part of the month of April, but they did not get off to a very good start by any means. The good boys are 18 and 13, so some things never change. The good boys are still in first place, even in GGBL 26. Yeah. Moonshots are struggling. Sun Sox seem to be playing well. Blue Sox at 17 and 14, and Swamp Monsters 3 and 7 in their last 10. Monarchs in first place in their division in the West. Firebirds holding strong there at 18 and 14. The Nuggets in last, which is interesting because they have Soto and all that young pitching. The Mallards at 22 and 10. Wow. Wowza. Okay, they're the best team in the league. What's going on with the Mallards? What happened here? Hard to tell with all the green, but series win in Atlanta, split with Minnesota, series win against Miami, series loss against Iowa, a sweep against Boston, a 4-game sweep against Boston, 3-game sweep against Oklahoma City, series win over Nashville, and a sweep over the Sun Sox. Wow. They're pretty hot. They're pretty hot right now. Meanwhile, my Muskies, we're 16 and 16. Not good. Could be worse, though. Definitely could be worse. We're still winning some series, so that's good. We won the series against Columbus, beat Kentucky, beat San Antonio, split the series against Pittsburgh, swept against Atlanta, series win against Iowa, series win against Orlando, series loss against Houston. Okay. Yeah, we're not bad. Winning a lot of close games, though. That tells me one thing: we need another little offensive piece to get us over the top. Pittsburgh in first place, 18 and 13. You got the Cardinals, 16 and 15. The Revolution, 11 and 20. Ouch. They're really struggling right now. Really struggling. The Sun Devils are 10 and 20. Oh my God. They're the worst team in the league right now. Record-wise, worst team in the league. Knights at 12 and 19. So a lot of our team ambassadors have some work to do. Knights, Sun Devils, Revolution, all with team ambassadors. Myself with the Muskies. The Breeze have an ambassador, but actually Ghost Rose with Michigan at 22 and 10. No ambassadors right now for the West. No ambassadors for the East. Oklahoma City with Dalton at 14 and 16. TCG with the Copperheads, second place, almost in first there, half a game out. Yep. So there's your updates with standings. Injured list. I thought I put injuries off. This should not be happening, actually. Why do we have Injuries on. Oh, you know what? You know what it is? Simulation. Injuries are off. Casual. I bet you injuries are on. Yep. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna do something. I think every team is casual. Hold on. We're gonna do something here. Hold up. Ugh. Dang it. Oh, manage injuries. Remove. Okay, this is going to be something I'm going to do. Yeah. That sucks. Okay. Well, we're going to remove all these injuries. It's going to be not going to be something I'm going to do right now. But I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Like, I don't trust the CPU to make the right decisions with their, like, I can't, number one, I can't follow it enough. We got 30 teams to watch, and if there's a bunch of injuries and you got people like, you know, wasting options and moving people up and down the minor leagues and all, like, it does force a lot of league chaos, which is fine. I'm good with I'm good with it in theory, but I don't know. I think it just messes with things way too much. Way too much. I don't know. What are you guys thinking here? They'll heal unless you want to go back and save and sim again. Yeah, I think that's probably the best route to go, honestly. I mean, I did save beforehand, so let's go ahead and do that. Good idea there, Rico. Oops, nope, discard. So yeah, we need to go to casual and make sure that injuries are off. Injuries are off. Okay. All right. Resim. You ready for this? Here we go. That one was just a test. Look at the Miami Moonshots are playing a little bit better. Okay. Maybe they were legit. Maybe not. They're 16 and 15. About the same. Good Boys were better, 20 and 11. Sun Sox 20 and 12. Swing 21 and 11. The Cyclones 8 games under. The Copperheads 5 games under. Mighty Beavs 19 and 13. Sun Devils still struggling, 12 and 18. Knights are better, 17 and 14. Cardinals in first. The Revolution are better as well. The Pizzazz are struggling, 5 games under. Mallards are 6. Oh, the Muskies. Why did we have to resim? They're 10 and we're the worst team in the league. The Muskies are the worst team in the league. Oh God. Well, our 2 ambassadors at the top, though. Ghostros and Chiefy. Mallards and Breeze. First place and second. Muskies 10 and 22, man. That's oh, no. The Swarm. They're the worst team in the league. 8 and 24. They're 10th. They're 10th ranked. How is that possible? Firebirds still cleaning up, man. Some things never change. I'm curious. That's driving me nuts. What the heck is happening here? What's going on? Keishel 225. Bregman not hitting. Bellinger is 8 for 16. Sosa's fine. Harris 200. Kelly, oh man, Dansby Swanson 171. Spencer Steer, Dylan Cruz. Nobody's driving in any runs. Scanes is great. Corbin Burns 405. Strizak 1 and 5. Merrill Kelly 3.5. What is happening? Like, these are acceptable numbers. Is the bullpen? Michael Grove stinks. Yeah, Morion, Mantiply. I mean, the back end is fine. Abner Uribe and Evan Phillips, those guys are fine. But, dude, I think they're just losing close games. 5-6, 2-1, 2-1, 1-0, 2-0, 6-4, 1-3, 7-8, 3-0, 3-4, 4-5. Man, 3-4. That is heartbreaking. The Swarm they're just losing games by like 1 or 2 runs. That 8-24 is not them. That's not real. That's not real. So for these first place teams, I actually kind of do want to see how my boys are doing here. Ricky Holman 306. Ricky's fine. Chili Palmer 267. 5 home runs for Teo. Drake Baldwin 330. Spencer Horwitz 336. Like what's the problem here? Pitching? Hunter Brown a 4.4. Wow. The Miz is a 5. Chevy's been terrible. 6.9. 6. Hurston, dude. What is this? What is happening? The pitching staff. Oh my gosh. Hurston Waldrop, what are you doing, man? 6 innings, 2 earned. Well, at least wow. He didn't record an out against Colorado. He didn't record an out. 7 earned. Houston 4 earned. 9 earned. Holy mother. We got problems. we got big problems. Chevy 6 earned, 6 earned, 3. So he was fine up until those last 2 starts. And he didn't last here either. Ouch, man. Yikes. Okay, well, let's take a look at the swing real quick. They're in first place. Robin DeBeers, 8 homers. Yeah, pretty respectable averages. DeGrom is great, 5-0. Schlittler, Liberator, Ryan Weathers is good. Jacob Lopez is good. Okay, so they're pitching. They're hitting fine. Good boys. Interesting. Luis Ariz has 5 home runs. 291. Lau not hitting for anything. Kerry Carpenter. Murakami 7 first. Okay. Peralta's doing well. McLean's good. Reese Olson's fine. Early. Pepio. Okay. Let's see. Anything else, guys? Firebirds, maybe? Just taking a look at the first place teams. Get a kind of an idea of who's doing what. Scuba, of course, is a beast. Spencer Strider, Gavin Williams, Severino, Max Meyer. Whew, Max Meyer. 43 innings, 188. Okay. Chat, what are you saying here? Yep, we can take a look at that. Let's look at awards races here. Maybe player of the month first. Chapman, Canzone, and rookie is Colt Emerson. 309. Jupe Rana, rookie of the month. Oh man, they don't get our real logos in there. That would have been kind of Cool. Player of the month, though, Jupe Rana. Whoa. Jupe. 419. Dude, Jupe Rana's legit. Jupe Rana is legit. What about the recent games? 2 for 4, 1 for 5, 3 for 5, 0 for 3 for 4, 1 for 4, 1, 1, nothing. Man, but still, it's going off, guys. He had a streak of 3 games in a row for a home run. Nice. All right. League leaders. Actually, awards, right? Awards for MVP, Cal Raleigh. Why is it doing that with the... Oh, they got to fix that. That's a bug. That's going to drive me nuts. But Raleigh's in the lead for AL MVP, Canzone, and Pete Alonso. NL, Jupe Rana. No surprise there. Vladdy and Aranda. Golden Arm Award, you got DeGrom, Gilbert, and Cabrera. Mackenzie Gore, Alcantara. I never really know if it's Alcantara, or Alcantara. I've heard so many different ones for Sandy. I think that's why I'm just going to call him Sandy. And then Tarek Skubal. Batting title, Dominic Canzone, Daryl Hernandez, TJ Friedel. And then Jupe, Cole Young, and what? Zayden Bats? Where did this come from? So look at what he's done since the opening game. Oh, it's only going to show you so many games. But so, yeah, April 19th, he had a 0 batting average. Oh, my gosh, guys. He didn't have a... Oh, no. Sorry. I wish they would show you the batting average when he came into this game, and then, like, what... That would make more sense to me versus like, oh, he had a 333 for this game, or he had a 0 for this game. I want to see his statistics like rolling, you know. Anyway, but he kind of picked it up. 3 for 3, 2 for 4, 2 for 4, 2 for 3. Yeah, he's up to an 82 overall now. Let's see, reliever of the year. No surprises there. Rookie of the year, of course, that makes sense. Benny Blanco hitting 292. Zayden Bats somehow, some way 337. He didn't look like it. In the game that we just watched. Ricky is rookie of the year for AL so far. Colt and Walker Jenkins. Okay. All right. Well, I think in the upload, I'm going to let you guys see the statistical leaders and whatnot. Just give everybody a update on where we're at. Just a little quick scroll. You guys can always pause and stuff. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. It's going to do it for the stream. Leave a like if you haven't done so already. Appreciate all of the love and support that you guys are continuing to show the league and the GGBL. We're here for the long haul. This is going to be, again, something that has always been a passion project of mine. This is never going to stop. So I'm all in on GGBL, man. So let's do it. Let's do it together. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend. I will see you guys back here on Wednesday night for a upload. And I'm going to find and kind of scour through some of these cool matchups. Maybe like a Colorado and LA, or a Colorado... Nothing really standing out here, honestly. Maybe Colorado and... sorry, this is the Swarm. Colorado, Orlando? Like, that's already speaking to me as like a cool matchup. We don't really see it too often, and they're two good teams. With some good pitching, apparently. So, I'll kind of scour around, look for some good matchups here, get some storylines, and yeah. We'll go from there. And then after that, we'll see you Friday for another stream. But looking ahead to the Madison Muskies schedule here, and it all depends on it's probably going to have to be one of these games towards the end of the month, because there's going to be a lot of games up top that I want to watch and then get some gameplay in, some storylines. But we'll see whenever that Madison stream is going to be on Fridays. But that's going to be the goal. So every Friday night we'll get my game, we'll get a game of the week, and then we'll do some sim, and then that way it's going to set us up for upload on Wednesday to get some highlights and some league news and storylines to focus on in upload fashion. But yeah, so if we can get through the month of May and then get into June, maybe a little July, get in some all-star festivities, like then we start getting into the trade festival from 29th, 30th, and 31st. And we start getting into the draft, we start getting into the team ambassadors making their role, start to count for something. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you all, and I will see you guys on Wednesday night in an upload. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.